I'm standing in. So I'm standing in for Tahoe to start. You know, so he should be on his way. We're already rolling. Ready? Oh, we're like rolling. Yeah. You are recording?
Yep.
All right, let me get my Tahoe impression on. It's so shameless. I have Trom with me. Trom, you're in the building. I don't have Dodge. Miss Coco is in the building.
Coco in the building.
I am not Tahoe. I'm doing my best impression. I'm Mouse Jones. We have Bacon. Bacon, you good? Melly, C Murder, you good? Yeah. We have TT from the Oprah Rose podcast. See, I was on the Oprah Rose podcast.
You were.
A few months ago.
You were. I remember that.
And no, I'm Tahoe.
Right.
Oh.
So I was on Oprah Rose a few months ago, and they really started to show me some things about me. I'm like, oh! He really does a good job of that. Like, Tahoe does a real good job of going from 0 to 30, then back to 0.
And his octaves and all that.
It's like, and it's always controlled. Yeah. I can do that on stage. I can't do that on the mic.
Okay.
Pause. Like, whenever I do it, like those levels go crazy. Yeah. On the stage, I can do that. Yeah. Shout out to Tahoe. Clap up for Tahoe for being able to do that. Nothing else you can do to tell story. All right, so I'm here. Mouse Jones is here. I'm sitting in for Tahoe. Tahoe is running late. Let me tell you why Tahoe is running late. Because Tahoe is a black business owner, okay? He's at Home Depot, and he's picking up things for his newly crafted, newly purchased, black-owned business, Treehouse. Yep. I think I hear some feet coming up the stairs. I think that's him. We don't know. But I was giving some intel about today's guest. Mm-hmm. Coco hates you, Tron. Coco hates your freaking guts, right?
Don't say hate.
So
strongly disagrees with everything.
So I was told that, and I'm like, oh, let me stop my run. Let me change my trajectory. Let me change my destination. I need to end up at the Shameless Studios. Coco, why do you hate Trom so much? Let's get into this. Let's unpack this.
Hello, everybody.
Coco, where are you from?
Coco.
What do you mean, born or where do I live?
Where are you from? Born. Where are you?
I was born in Jamaica.
Okay.
Came to America at the age of 12.
Age of 12.
So I've been here longer than I was in Jamaica.
Wow. So you're American.
No, I'm Jamaican. No, I'm Jamaican. No, I'm come from Jamaica. What do you mean?
I mean, because you have a good accent doesn't mean that you're Jamaican.
No, may I tell you, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nah. Yeah.
But now I live in.
But Trom is a Rastafarian, so why do you hate him?
Trom, I do not hate you. I just disagree. Give it up for the Jamaican flag. I just disagree with your stance on
everything.
On majority of the stuff that you say out of your mouth.
Because if he said it with something else, you would like it. Like if he was to say it with his hands or write it, you deal with it. But because he says it out of his mouth,
and I can hear it.
It audibly.
If he were to write it, I wouldn't see it.
So this is what I've. So this is the funny thing, right? As being not only a friend of the show, sometimes stand-in guest and host, being a listener, I have ran into like a lot of people don't like Trom or what he has to say, and I'm like, he speaks the least of anyone. So that's why he's my favorite. Because if you put up the least amount of shots, but you hit him every time, that is a fan favorite. You should be. Because people be like, Trom doesn't talk, but when he does, I don't like it. That's fire.
And I'm here to represent those people.
So let's talk about it like this, right?
Let's talk about it.
If there's a hierarchy, there's like how many 100 things he said you'd probably disagree with. If there was a hierarchy, give me the top 3, like from the most egregious to the least. What's the most egregious thing he said that you're just like, shut the fuck up?
Okay, the episode regarding Erica Mena, right?
Yeah, what happened? Refresh me.
Yes, I'll remind you because it still is in my memory, so vivid. And I sat in my car and I listened to before I went to work. I was listening to the
because she has a good job
episode, and you were talking about Erica Mena and her husband Safari saying that she needs to allow him while giving birth, and they clearly.
Do you remember your stance?
I don't remember saying that she should allow him.
I'll remind you.
What do you remember?
I remember that conversation, but I remember so I always give different sides on that issue. I don't think I was staunch on one side.
You were just giving the other side because Tahoe and Dodge were.
So I'm good at debating, but I could debate on either side of the fence on a lot of issues. And sometimes people think that I'm on one side just because I could give some points for one side. But continue.
Does that make you hate him any less?
No, it's still the same.
Yeah.
No, I don't hate. Yeah. Don't use the word hate. But
That's a good word, though.
You know,
just want y'all to know, Real Tahoe has shown up, but I'm very enthralled. I'm engulfed here. I'm encapsulating this conversation. So Real Tahoe has to just wait a minute.
Niggas just used 3 words. I don't know none of them. They all started with E's too.
Tahoe, you're not. Real Tahoe's not here. Fake Tahoe's here. And I need to focus over here. Thank you. So
right.
So what did he say that caught you?
What I can remember is you saying she need to allow him to come to the hospital while she's giving birth, and Daj is saying no, he don't need to be there. You know, she's putting her life on the line for him and the baby. You know, and I'm like, no, he doesn't need to be there. Like, but you were like, you know, it was just the opposite of what she's saying, and I'm like, come on, man, like, are you kidding me?
Oh,
and it
Real Tahoe.
I don't use that word.
Real
I
Tahoe,
don't use that word.
Real Tahoe said once again, you called him pussy.
Did I?
Well, you didn't call it. You typed it. So technically, you didn't say it. You typed it.
You know, and Daj is saying, hey, this is a woman. Women put their life. If you know, whatever, her heart rate may go up. You know, her life can be on the line because of this individual in the room, and you're like, no, that's his child too. He needs to be there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And I sent Tahoe like a voice. I was like, yo, I want to try.
Voice note. You really meant this.
I want to try. I'm like, I'm going like him to understand. And I was
no idea what you said. I need subtitles.
and I'm in the car, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Then I started making a video for my
You made
Instagram.
a video response?
I'm like, I got to stop listening to So Shameless because
whoa,
Trump,
you're losing. My nigga. This is the type of energy.
Oh my God.
Can we get the video, Real Tahoe?
OMG.
You're not a good DJ if you don't clear the dance floor every now and again.
More upon them emotion than woman. You understand what I say? The man, them got woman them us.
Oh, that was the.
You can't just pop up
when you said you had a girlfriend and the boyfriend came at the house. And then the woman is gonna say, you know what, see your kid because I don't have the energy to argue with you to keep telling you to stop coming here. So yeah. Man shut up my door. Me lock door upon him. Tell him say you have to give me notice. You don't get those rights. Until you pay the rent here.
I'm as confused as it was a few minutes ago. I have no idea what she's saying, but she's not happy.
You don't just do that, sir. So I'm telling you something. When a man that talk about the woman wrong, she's not wrong. Because the money we get aggressive and make up excitement in front of people. Say, yo, she no woman, she take from her. Suck yourself. Yo.
I'm gonna stop right there. You just told them I suck themselves.
No. So that.
I agree with you on that one.
Told her to suck his own dick.
No.
Because he want to be there for his child.
That clip.
Or was that just charm? You just want charm. You just want to talk to your Rastafari brother like this.
No, that clip was regarding Tahoe saying he had a girl and the ex came there to see his child. And, you know, I was saying, yo, you cannot just show up to someone's house like that. Then you said, but that's his child. He want to see his child. And I'm like.
Which is a fair statement. That is a fair statement.
That is a fair statement. However, you don't show up to someone's house unannounced.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'm not unannounced.
I feel like you didn't say that.
My child is there. That's my announcement.
No, you don't get the privilege. If you look in there and see
my kid, that's my announcement.
I ain't never co-signed popping up. We got to rewind the tapes. I have a terrible memory, by the way, but but I know. I know how I feel about shit.
Give me one last good one, Cole. Come on, something he said that really just boo.
What is that?
Major blood peanut punch.
I can't.
Sour sop.
What is it?
I don't know. I said a lot of shit.
Yeah, Trump just says so much that just. And they can't. My mind, I'm pulling a blank. But you say a lot, and I'm like, I feel like you're. What I get. I don't want to say this is who you are, but what I get is. You
yeah,
no,
like,
I'm not. But what I'm saying is, you focus on only your circle and not the majority when it comes to women, and taking a stance for women. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like If it's your mom, yes. Girl, yes. Kid, yes. But the general pop, it's like it's not your business.
I respect that. You know what? I'm not a people pleaser, and I try to fill in a certain void. In any conversation that I'm in, I like to represent for people that may not have a voice or, may feel a way. And so there's some things that I say that I feel like need to be said, honestly. And there are some people that agree with me and some people don't. And I'm okay with people that hate me and disagree. I think that's good.
Trump, I don't hate you.
That video gave hate. No. That video gave hate. That video gave he could come into the Jamaican restaurant, ask for the shrimp. It will be freshly made right out the bat, piping hot. Yo, can I get the shrimp? Me not have that. He's looking right at it. That's how much you dislike a natural.
Me not have that.
Oh, man.
Real Tahoe, come here, man. Real Tahoe. No soup for you.
What's good?
That's yours, bro.
What's good? My brother, thank you. Big bro. Thank you, bro. Yo, shout out to the incomparable Mouse Jones. Shout out to Trap Karaoke. Oh my God, did y'all see what's going on over there? Man, they got stars showing up in fucking in sweatpants. Motherfucker came in some joggers. Like, yo, I need to sing. Mama, I wanna sing. Remember that when we was kids? Mama, I wanna sing. Shout out to Ari Lennox.
Shout out to Ari Lennox. Shout out to all the cousins. Few of your cousins, few of the So Shameless cousins.
They was out there? They was out there?
Heavy.
God damn, son. When y'all bringing this shit to here? To
September 25th.
September 25th.
Borrow your mic, Tron, because you're the closest one.
Please.
Does this nigga have slits in his? Whoa!
Running! I said I was running!
Whoa! Bacon! Get this on video!
Hey, you better not.
Are those
Smell it.
fucking shorts
You don't have my
flapping in the wind? Well, you can't run in those. You running those?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
I need to be almost naked to run.
Get the fuck out of my house. What is this? Wow!
I know she better wop.
Excuse me?
Beefy man, wear the shorts.
That's why you're here. You gotta run behind them so his cheeks don't fucking flare out.
I just want to say, amidst all the slander, shorts matter.
I got switches. My shit don't flare.
Yeah, but
and they jorts.
Those are jorts. They're like, yeah. So you like
They're medium jorts?
They're bad, but
They ain't bad.
just the feet are good. The
Feet's good?
You get crazy. I like that. But I'm just here to say September 25th, New York City. I promise you a show like y'all never seen before. I don't care what show you ever been to. The Migos, Drake. I don't care what show you ever been to. I promise you the show you see September 25th, New York City. I've never disappointed and I will not. September 25th, New York City, Trap Karaoke, our 6-year anniversary. You gonna want to be there, I swear to God, after a year and a half away. The last time we was in New York City was December 2019. 3 sold-out shows back to back to back.
Son,
We
if
at the
you don't
Knockout
get your
Center.
thighs the fuck out of here. Yo, this nigga's thighs is out on
Thank
my podcast. Mouse. What? Mouse. Yo. Yo, thank you. Thank you, my bro. For real, man. I appreciate you, bro.
I thought I was showing too much leg today with my ripped jeans.
You are.
Same level. All 3 of us together, we are naked.
This is Bacon's trying to escort you the fuck out. Bacon's like, get out, come outside. What he saying? What's going on?
Got a little surprise for you, bro.
Okay, I'm ready for it. I like surprises.
Got a little surprise for you, bro.
I like surprise. She is a surprise. Look at this goddess right here. She came in here and pussied out, sat next to Tron. I told you he's nice guys, people to death. Trump will nice guy you to death.
I
But
don't.
she had a crush on Trump. Now she hitting.
I do
Yeah,
not
she's
like his
sweating and shit.
stance on certain topics. That's it.
All right. I'm trying to see what this fucking surprise is. I'm the one that surprises people around here.
Now,
I'm not supposed to
today,
surprise
you
people.
getting surprised.
What am I getting surprised with? Is Gigi out there? Whoa! Bottles! Are these alcoholic?
Yes, they are.
Oh, great! 'Cause I don't drink. I could just do the. I could do the.
Wow.
And I want you
Thank
to
you.
say thank you to your loyal Patreon listeners. 2 of them, Terry and Gia, who came to Trap Karaoke,
No way.
got to me on
No
stage
way.
and said, I need you to do this totally.
No way.
Celebrate their 3-year anniversary. So the Discord members, everybody right there, They see you. They showing you love. So shout out to Terry, Gia, Trav, Rachel, Kiana, Sheikah, Juan, Chris, Jasmine, Brandon, and Gigi. And they want to, what is that? Oh, they said, please expect more gifts to celebrate your continued success. We love you.
Aww.
Wow.
That is cute.
That is amazing.
That's cute.
That was dope, man.
Yo, thank y'all for real, man.
Yes,
we really appreciate this.
you.
I'm gonna shake the shit out of this shit outside. We're gonna make Instagram videos. We're gonna go viral.
You gotta save one for Dodge.
Fuck out of here. What the fuck?
No,
She at home. Why does she need a bottle?
Look, he goes.
She's a part of So Shameless.
She should have been here.
Look, Tron, you say it, and then she ain't gonna say nothing.
Of course we're gonna save one for Dodge.
Of course we're gonna save one for Dodge. Yo, I don't hate him.
All right, so
I wasn't right
thank
at
you.
all. I was at the crib, but I told him I was gonna do this, so I had to sneak over here.
You sneak over
You were
here.
late.
All right. So yeah,
Tron
these
just wanna
cheeks.
let you
So
know-
all right. Yeah, okay.
Tron, just want to let you know, could have robbed you. You were not looking. You weren't paying no mind. You was on the block. Could have got you.
Oh, you walked up. He walked right past
Tron
you.
walked right, drove by me, standing in front of the house, didn't see me.
That
Then I
explains
moved over.
the escort. I'm like, what is the escort doing on a run? And she's not in running shoes.
Don't call my girl my escort.
I thought you had a diet escort.
I'm an escort.
Oh Jesus Christ! This man is out there on the strip.
Oh, Bacon, you were going hard soft.
See, you know why I say the escort? Because I'm not sure if y'all have announced things yet. Still, I don't know. It's been like 3.
You go being childish again.
Right, you know.
Love you.
Nice to meet you.
So
Love y'all. Yeah.
later on, Mouse Jones. The thigh. Later on, thigh escort. All right, come on.
Thanks for
I
all
am
gifts,
so sorry
It's that good champagne too.
for being late. It is.
Not
It
that
is.
White
It is.
Star.
Can you turn this Zoom thing so I can be seeing it? Because I'm about to be violent. I want y'all to understand something. I apologize. I didn't know that y'all was about to do this today, and I planned a violent show. I planned a violent show. Dodge is usually here. I know you supposed to come with the flame. I'm totally surprised this energy. He's smiling and shit. Told him, man, suck his money. Suck himself.
No, I did not tell him.
You said suck yourself. You said go suck
It
yourself.
wasn't
It wasn't
directed
towards
towards me.
him.
You don't have the rest of the video.
It wasn't towards him though.
It's traumatics. It's traumatizing. All of that shit that you be saying. Am I lying? Hello? Somebody zoom in on this face right here. Am I lying? What's going on? Get him out of here. We want him off.
No,
What's up?
no, I was upset
She
in the
did say
moment.
that.
Do you know how emotional you get with your statements? You're emotional when
No,
you
you're
talk
emotional
about
now.
yourself.
Yeah, bitch.
Not
Oh,
about
sorry,
yourself,
sorry,
but your
sorry. Let me cut you
topics.
this.
I was emotional too when you discuss certain things. So I said,
Did y'all discuss the
We
Cosby
need-
thing already?
I'm sorry.
Y'all discussed the Cosby thing already? You was mad. You was horrible. You was,
Oh
you was-
yeah,
you was
even
angry.
that.
Very angry at the Cosby thing.
Yeah. But you know,
I'm here for it. I bought the pistol.
no.
Just in case you want to shoot him.
So you're not alone in the Cosby thing. A lot of people felt the ways about that.
Right, and that's what I mean about
Yeah.
emotional. Like you use your emotions to express your logic. You know what I mean? And your thought process. But it's not. I don't feel like you're using You're not thinking about it in the broader sense. I feel when I hear you speak.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna let y'all. It's fucking nonsense, corny fuck shit that y'all got going on. Let's start this damn podcast because I ain't with this bullshit. But I came for the smoke. That's what I came here for today. All right. I ain't gonna. Yeah, nigga, I'm here for this shit. Yeah, hey. Yeah. Shout out to Pete Crizzle. Somebody said Pete Crizzle's going to the live show. Somebody said he's performing loud. I'm shameless, so shameless. Yo, shout out to y'all. Discord, Patreon. Yo, thank y'all so much for all the love. Hey, Bacon, wake my mic up, man. I want to talk some shit, man. Fuck, it might be this fucking, I'm sorry, damn, I wasn't paying attention. It might be these headphones. Some of these headphones don't be hitting the way that I need to be hitting. Yeah, turn this shit up. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yo, give me a little bit more, motherfucker. I want to talk shit. Yeah, okay. I'm in the build. Hey, Coco.
Hey, Tom.
How you? Oh my God, you're so gorgeous. Isn't she gorgeous? Yeah. She gorgeous. Yeah. You don't want to look, can you? It's cheating. Looking at her is basically cheating. You just can't even look over there. Some women is just, you're too good looking. That's flirting. You just look too good. Don't flirt with me. I have a family.
Right.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
How long you been listening?
I've been listening. So I initially started listening probably 2018.
Oh, geez.
But then I went back because you always talk about the old episode with Cuddy. So I had to go back.
Shout out to Cuddy.
Shout outs to Cuddy. But I've listened to, I believe, all your episodes. They're funny. They're emotional.
Look at Trump.
You know.
Look at Trump. Look at him. Emotional. Yo, shade. You know? That was classic shade right there. Yo, what the fuck is up with this screen? What's happening? What's going on, babe?
What? That's the chat.
This is your new thing? I brought the chat up for you. Okay. It just looks weird. I don't know why. Is it because it's black? Are you in the dark mode right now, Bacon? Are you all right? Everything good? I just don't like light mode. You don't like light mode? There's nothing white on your side, huh? Okay.
All black everything.
Coco, you have a podcast?
I do. I do have a podcast called Brown Stew Podcast.
Brown Stew.
Yes,
like,
brown stew.
Like stewed chicken.
Like the Jamaican flavor.
Is it just Jamaican people on the show?
Oh, yeah. So myself, who's Jamaican, and my co-host, she's Jamaican American. And we did it, but we only did a couple episodes because our personal lives are so busy.
Right. We're going to talk about this, right?
Okay.
This is a topic. So, Trom, how was your week? Before, how do I do this? Do I stay there? Do I come over here? Okay. I'm going to stay here for a second. Give me a second, Trom. The reason I asked Coco on the show basically is because I knew she had smoke for us. I told her if she had anything against you, but I also said if you got things against me, I said that, right?
He did.
I said it kind of lighter. I was like, I mean, if you have to talk about me, I mean, I guess, but definitely get him. Right. Definitely go with his. Nah. But also because Dodge said she wasn't gonna be here for 2 weeks. I'm like, okay. We have an opportunity here. We can bring in Jade from Jade Next D. We can bring in other well-knowners. We can try to get Wheezy come back, and she's busy flying around. But then I was like, yo, they not listening to the show. They don't know the atmosphere. Because to be fair, I don't listen to podcasts either. So why not get somebody that's here every week that knows the atmosphere already, has a podcast already, is passionate.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Orlando's like, "Wow, let me in." No, I want somebody with the vagina. I don't. Well, he might. You know, he still might fit. But I wanted somebody to represent for the ladies, the way Dodge represents for the ladies. And then I came with some topics.
You wanted somebody that hates me. That's what it is.
I mean, I'm here.
So,
didn't need no more than that. But the topics I picked today, Tron. We're going to have fun. And I don't think I'm PC town no more. No.
Oh, okay.
No. I think I'm out of PC mode.
All right.
I think I'm in my ain't shit mode. We leading up to the live show.
Nice.
So I want some shit to talk about. I want to talk shit. Nice. I like talking shit. You know what I'm saying? October 10th, on stage, me, Daja Bell, DJ Trauma NYC. Am I still calling you DJ? Oh, you did release a mix.
Yeah.
You released a mix this weekend.
Well, no. Yes and no.
Why?
I released the mix, but it wasn't orchestrated by me.
Yeah, see, you're like a...
But I'm DJing. I'm out and about.
You're out and about? You're in the streets?
I'm outside.
You back?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us about what's going on with you. How's things going?
It feels good. Like, I'm out here spinning, you know, and it feels good. Like, I didn't realize how bad it felt not to be doing that shit. Like, something you've been doing your whole life, and then COVID just like, nope, can't do that for a year and a half. It's like, what the fuck? What you mean? You know what I mean? So, like, yo, it feels good. Not even the money. It's just, like, it feels good to spin.
Do what you do
and a crowd get the reaction and everything. It's like, yo, this shit is dope, man. You know what I mean?
It's a thing. It's something to be said about naturally being good at something and doing it and it getting that same flex every time because you're that good. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I was doing the pineapple. Fuck it. If I'm a good pineapple shucker, I'm a good pineapple shucker. Fuck it. I'm good at it.
Right.
I remember I did Love Day out in Harlem one day, and when I got up there, somebody was like, "Oh, you know, it's gonna be other dudes selling pineapples." I was like, "All right." So they set up their little table and they did a little pineapple thing. Here I come with mine, but I got the the tablecloth on my shit. I got the dispensers and shit. I start pulling out different fruit, knives to go in the fruit, rainbow umbrellas and swirly straws and shit. I'm over here shucking and shit, throwing pineapples in the air into people's mouths and shit. These niggas over there just watching me like, who the fuck is he, a fucking magician? Yeah, I get busy with this shit, nigga. Right. Shout out to Treehouse. We coming back.
Yes, sir.
Soft opening date September 4th, that Saturday before fucking Labor Day. I'm going to be outside. What Trump said, we outside. Coconuts, pineapples. Oh, my. I got some things going on over there. Okay.
So I got to listen to Brown Stew. And
her voice is amazing.
Come with a diss track.
I told her, I was like, yo, your voice will come with a diss track. Yes. Go back at her. Fuck that. Fuck that.
I'm going to listen to whatever you ever said and just disagree with it. Just off the rip.
I mean, it's a good conversation.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Is it?
It is.
Well, you said that you haven't spoken in a while, so how could it be good conversation if you haven't spoken?
Because the episodes are up. And
when was the last time you did an episode?
The last episode we did was before Thanksgiving.
So how is it a good conversation? You haven't spoken since Thanksgiving. Y'all been quiet.
It's
almost Thanksgiving again.
Right, but the episodes are still up. So if new listeners are coming, they can always. You guys
can always. Are you gonna start now?
We don't know. You know what? Our lives has been moving. You know, my co-host, she was finishing up a program for her work. You know what I mean? So she needed a focus. I was transitioning into a new job.
I was about to say, you transitioning? I can't tell. It's great.
Congratulations. Thanks, or whatever it is you're congratulating me about. But you know, I've been transitioning in different aspects of my life, and I couldn't focus. I can't multitask. If I'm doing one thing, it's one thing. You know, to get it done properly. So.
Oh, your toes is done. Excuse me. I want to move this towards you.
You want to?
Mike, I want to put it in your mouth. Towards your mouth. Oh, I'm sorry.
Towards my mouth?
Yeah.
No Cuomo.
No Cuomo. That's funny.
Cuomo?
No Cuomo.
Is that what's happening nowadays? Yeah. Shout out to him for getting fired.
Yeah, right.
How the fuck did he manage to do that? Is that a Trump thing? This is what I want to know. Is this residual Trump win? Because he hated the guy. Is this something that his team then dug up? Like, oh, we're going to get him out of here because he was our main person that was against us.
I don't know for sure, but I feel like it's the Democrats that was actually pushing to get him out of there.
Really?
Yeah, from New York. So I don't know.
Why?
All I do know is that he legalized weed before he got out. So, you know, shout out to him. Yeah.
All right, so why? What's the story with Cuomo? What happened? I haven't been reading. I've been fucking driving.
Yeah, I mean, he's an ass grabber.
A real ass grabber?
Yeah.
No, he's out here grabbing ass?
Like, supposedly. I don't know.
Come on.
That's what he's accused of. I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know the stories. I don't watch the news.
But there's, like, people walking by, he just grabbed their ass and, hey.
Not random people, but, like, people, I guess, employees or people that are around him.
He just grabs their ass?
I don't know what he grabs, but he's grabbing things.
It's stated in the news and articles that, you know,
can you find us this information on this guy?
He may have hugged inappropriately or
how do you hug inappropriately?
Well, you know, some people get uncomfortable.
Give an inappropriate hug real quick. Let me see. Demonstrate.
You don't want to get Cuomo'd.
Right.
Don't do it.
He don't have no power.
You're asking me to do something inappropriate?
But he's a man. And, you know, you can't.
I'm sorry. Can I have to ask consent? Can he inappropriately
And I would say no.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, my bad.
Right.
I'd say no.
So that's how it goes.
Yeah, come here. Come on. Come on. Bring it in.
That can also be some sort of harassment.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm the lead. Because I'm the A mic. I can't tell B mic.
Yeah, you can't.
I can't do that?
You're in a position of power.
But it's not even about. It's not even about power. I felt as though you were being some sort of touchy-feely, and I didn't like it. You didn't. If we're cool, and I said, okay, we could hug, that's fine. But if you're my supervisor, my colleague, whomever, and you're just coming up and hug, I don't like it. So now I didn't like that. I don't want it to happen again. I'm going to tell whomever. You know what I mean?
Is that the reason to get fired? Because I felt close enough and loving enough from you at work.
But you felt
to give
that
you
way.
A loving hug, like, yo, I love you,
but
and go about my
business. But you felt
business?
that way. Doesn't mean that he felt that way.
You don't know
that was
dudes
appropriate.
Like that?
What? Yeah, of course.
That give inappropriate, you know what I mean?
I know niggas.
I know niggas that.
The kissing on the cheeks, you know, sometimes.
No, come on. He groped their breasts or buttocks. or otherwise touched them inappropriately, made insinuating remarks about their looks and their sex lives, and created a work environment rife with fear and intimidation. Okay, grabs breasts. How do you grab titties?
What do you mean? How do you grab? You grab
Like
you grab it.
How?
You put your hand.
Do that again?
No, we not. You put your hand on it and you grab it.
No, I love when women grab their own titties. That's a thing for me. Or when they rub their ass, like if they're looking for their wallet and they like grab their ass, I'll be like, oh.
But see that they can also feel comfortable.
It might be the right one. Check
from
over
that.
there. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But you know, it's all about uncomfortability, right? If I'm in a setting and you're just sexualizing me, you're just looking at me as if that makes me uncomfortable now. So now I'm gonna go to whomever I need to report that to. There's just certain behaviors that we cannot do.
Melly, when I hug you, is that bad? No. Are you sure? Yes. Are you just saying that because I'm in a position of power? No, it's fine. So I can hug you? Yeah. Anytime I want? Yeah. What about like a girl? Nah. I don't, what? This?
They said to let go of the mic. I guess it's doing something.
I don't understand how you can grope a breast and think that it's just friendly grope, titty grope. How?
It happens.
Like, how? Like giving somebody a file and you just...
So, imagine...
You accidentally do it.
Yeah. Imagine an event, right? We're all dressed up and we're going out. And then we're dancing and my hand accidentally, I can say, oh my gosh, he just touched my tip.
But you just said accidentally.
But he may think it's an accident.
Who?
Cuomo may think it's an accident. A man may think, another person who did it may have thought, oh my gosh, it was an accident. But she said, yo, he just touched my boob and I didn't like it. And now I'm uncomfortable. Now I want to go home. Now I'm going to go report it to whomever.
So you saying that he might not be a titty groper? I'm
not saying he may or may not. I'm saying what it could have been.
You'd be surprised the level of creativity that these creep niggas be having. Like, they'll find a way to grab some titties.
How many times?
Grab a titty?
Like, you spill a drink on a woman's dress and be like, oh, let me get that out for you. You know what I mean? Like,
you serious? That's a movie. People do that in serious life?
Imagine a party. How many times have people been in parties? It's close proximity that you're in. Oh, yeah. A guy walks behind a woman and he
grabs her titty.
He doesn't grab, but he goes on her butt. How many times?
Butt is there.
But
it's right there.
But it's the same thing. It's a body part.
Why are you looking at me like, have I grabbed titties?
No. I'm just saying I've seen it. Like in a crowded club, elbow to elbow, you sliding by, you could have your hands like at this level.
Nah, not like.
And then it's my bad, you know?
You're just walking through like, whoa, whammy.
Sorry. Yeah. Just slap a titty on your way through to the bar. Coco, are you okay?
I'm good.
Is this too masculine, weirdo?
No,
right now?
No, it's conversation that we need to have, I feel like, and it's a good topic. Because there are young people, I don't know your demographic who...
Yeah, I think 24 to like 40.
Right. And these are the kids who are in the party. Not kids, I'm sorry. No disrespect. They're adults. But they're younger than I am, right?
Me too.
And they're the ones in the parties and they're the ones going out. They're the ones drinking. They're the ones... We see videos of younger folks just behaving in a way. Not saying we weren't behaving crazy in our time, but... It's not we weren't held accountable for, or the men back then weren't held accountable.
I was wilding. Can I tell you something real quick?
Go ahead.
I was at what show is it? Zozo Talk. Jesse Wu and Wheezy in Atlanta. This is 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. It was the last time I inappropriately grabbed the ass. Because I was an ass grabber. Every time I did any horrible decision shows or anything like that, because it was such a sexual nature to the thing, and we always talking about sex, I felt I was sexualized by the women, and I was so happy with it. I was super happy with it.
Were they uncomfortable?
So boom, I would always grab ass, even Wheezy and Mandy. Mm-hmm. If you go back, you'll see me. I got Wheezy's titty in my hand in one of the pictures, just out. Well, they did back them out. Well, I asked them. I asked for consent, and they both said yes, and I grabbed it. Consensually.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I was known for, right? It's just being very sexual. And I thought it was okay. Nobody, I don't know. I don't think I asked nobody for consent. I just was doing shit.
It's okay till it's not okay.
Just doing shit. Zozo Talk, this girl, we had been flirting. over line. She's like, hey, Tal, gave me a hug. Gave her a hug. Well, you and me, hey.
Hang that nigga now.
What was her reaction?
Right
She said, Tal, now, what would make you think to do that?
And what was your response?
All right, hold on. I'm telling you, you're gonna fucking.
Can I talk on this
Are
podcast?
you writing the fucking report?
No, because you know what? No, it's not about writing the report, but you don't. Stuff like that happened, and then 20 years later, she may come and say, "Yo, he really touched me."
No. It's facts. I'm gonna have to agree to it. She's
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That happened, and then she's like, what make you do that? I was like, oh, well, we flirt and stuff. She's like, yeah, but I didn't tell you that you could grab me, touch me. And I was like, that's a thing? She was like, yeah. And I was like, yo, I'm so sorry. She's like, no, I don't want you to get in trouble from somebody else. I need you to realize that that's not cool.
Right.
And I was like, yo, I didn't even think about it. I swear to God, I didn't even realize it. And since then, I haven't grabbed ass unintentionally.
Right. So
Unconsensually. Unconsensually grab ass. I haven't done it.
Right. And good for her for having that, because sometimes for a woman to speak to someone straight up,
school my ass quick
it's
on some
uncomfortable.
But eye to eye too.
don't.
Straight in my eye.
Right.
You good? Why you grab my ass?
Right. Right.
I don't know.
Right. And, like I said, it's uncomfortable for a woman to even say, yo, don't touch me like that, because I don't know how you're going to respond to me telling you this, because your ego may shatter a little bit, right? And you took it how you took it, which is good. And it's a learned behavior, that moving forward, I cannot behave like this. That's great. But good for her for standing her ground and saying, hey, that's not okay. That should never be okay. You know what I mean? But sometimes the boundaries get crossed because we're friends and we're cool. And, we could flirt a little bit.
Do women have the same boundaries?
Women, what do you mean? Elaborate on the same boundaries.
I feel like women do a lot of inappropriate stuff, but we don't call them out on it because men are kind of like inviting. We want it. We want it.
Right.
I said it twice. Like, sounded really creepy. That sounded
so.
We want it.
unless the man says, "Yo, don't touch me like that. I don't like that." Then just like if a woman don't say, "Yo, don't touch me like that. I don't like that," it's gonna keep happening. So it's the same thing.
Yeah, but they kind of make you look like a bitch.
Who's they?
If the women, they're like, all right, my bad. Oh, damn, I ain't know.
But that's because the ego is shattered.
Press charges now?
Yeah, they make you like, they talk to you wild if you don't let them grab your shit.
But that's because the ego gets shattered, because now you're embarrassing me. You're shaming me for doing something flirty.
Right, so they got to come back like, you bitch ass
right.
nigga.
Right. Yeah. And then you now have to stand your ground saying, yo, don't touch me like that. I don't like it. And same goes for women.
Actually, that does sound kind of dope, though. I ain't no whole ass nigga. Don't be just out here grabbing my shit. I got a whole family at home.
So now you're telling people how to treat you.
I never thought about it that way.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So yeah, I'm about to say shout out to everybody I'm molested, but sorry y'all, I didn't know, and now I know. My bad.
Good
you know
for
what
you.
I'm saying? No, seriously, I didn't know. And then you might have the women that'll hit me, and that's the thing. That's another thing. Y'all ain't never on the same page.
What do you mean? Elaborate.
Women are never on the same page. Some of them might hit me right now. Tahoe, I love when you did that to me. I want you to do it again.
We're different, Tahoe.
You know what I'm saying? So, but to protect yourself, guys, you can't treat everybody like the woman that doesn't mind.
Right.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
You actually got to have, okay, would you mind if I grab your titty for this picture?
Or don't ask at all. Why do you need to touch my tit?
You can't ask.
Why do you need to touch my tit? We're not in a relationship.
I mean,
why do
depending
you
on the
need
context of what was going on?
It's a sexual area, energy area.
Okay, let them do that. You don't need to do it.
Tahoe, grab my titty.
No, I have morals. I don't walk around and touch everyone's tits. You have standards.
I can't touch tits at all?
No, not your girlfriend's.
Whose?
You touch your girlfriend's tits. You don't need to be outside touching anyone.
No, but I was single. Yeah, why?
It doesn't matter. Even if you're single. No, it doesn't.
You can't touch no titties outside.
No, because you have morals and standards. Yes. There you go.
I'm about to move the bottle away from her. Get her out of here. All right. Sheik, are you listening? Is it inappropriate at a sex podcast show for a guy that you want to take a picture with to say, hey, would you mind if I grab your titty during the picture? What do you think? Is that bad?
The sex podcast show. Are we talking about sex toys? Having sexual intercourse?
She said not to her.
Okay, so not to her. That's fine.
So
that's
basically
fine.
she said, so.
But
that's me.
But that's her.
All right. But I thought consent was a thing.
Like there's shit that you could say in a club or a bar that sounds crazy if you say it like in the elevator or going to work. You know what I mean?
Like what?
Cause like
yo, come put that ass on me. Yo, come here, come put that ass on me. That's kind of cool to say in the bar if she's with it.
Yeah, like, I remember we used to club so much and go straight to work. Sometimes you still in club mode, and it's like, yo, you're like, oh shit, wait a minute, I gotta chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do be buzzing.
Yeah.
That wake up and try to get to work. You only slept for an hour and a half, and you go on your way to work. You still buzzing from the club. You still hear the shit in your fucking ears. You all right, Coco?
I'm good.
Because we're very masculine today.
I can tell.
I was expecting you to come with that heat. So I was in a certain vibe coming in here.
I feel like I'm here to represent Dodge.
No,
and I'm
here to represent yourself.
I'm here to...
What?
Whatever ignorance want to be said, I'm going to be like, no, that's not okay.
Oh, is that what? So you came with an agenda.
She's the fun police.
Yeah. TT said, wait, that's different. That's a sexual environment. He said, right, and he asked, just grabbing my titties will get you hit. If you ask, it's okay. And then TT says, it only sucks if that person is unattractive to you. So if
you can only ask once.
You can only ask once.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's coercion.
So my man, he his job has this new policy that they.
No wait, Danny, yo, your girl is hilarious. Fake.
In lieu of all the sexual harassment, like his some corporate job, he told me he shared it with the chat, like all the like the new policy. They was like, yo, the job was like, you're allowed to shoot your shot with anybody that works here. Yes, but do it respectfully and only shoot once. If you get turned down, leave it alone. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, that's interesting. But it's like, yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense for them to say something like that because they know that like people are.
They only hire bad bitches.
There's always going.
Like, yo, like, you're gonna have to shoot your shot one day.
You're gonna have to say something, like, you know what I mean? Just say one
Coco,
time.
there's no nothing. You're not gonna do nothing. We're being toxic. Like I'm purposely being toxic.
I disagree. Right? I don't think that's okay. That policy. Yeah, that policy is not okay. We're here to work. Yes, you're a man and I'm a woman, and people get.
You never kissed in the copy room.
No.
You never brushed past somebody and to try to feel their meat on your backside.
No, Tahoe. I've never put my body part on another colleague's.
Brush past, like trying to get to a file folder. You never like stuck your ass out.
Intentionally?
Yes.
No.
That's the shit. That's the shit that you leave at the club the night before that I'm talking about.
No.
Like that, go to the copy machine like, oh, whoa.
No.
He's like, yo, who is this loose nigga in the break room?
I can say though, I had someone brushed against me, and it was very inappropriate. And I looked back at him, and he was Jamaican. And he said, "So we are gonna do about that?" And I said, "Excuse me." And I went right to HR.
So
because you know what you did. Yeah. You knew I didn't like it. Now you're testing me. Like, what are we doing? You're an adult. I'm an adult. Mm-hmm. You don't do stuff like that. I went to HR. I don't know what they did with him. And I just reported it.
I'm sorry. Seriously. That sucks.
Yeah.
Because men, we kind of move dumb, stupid. What you going to do?
Right.
Niggas don't think about their job at all.
Yeah.
It's like he challenged it. Like, so what? Yeah, I put my dick on you. What happened?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? What you gonna do?
I'm not gonna lie. I was always insensitive about sexual harassment until I got sexually harassed by a gay man. I'm like, oh, this is what it feels like. Like, oh, that's fucked up. You know what I mean?
Why were you insensitive towards it? This is what I mean. Why were you insensitive towards it?
Oh my God.
Just because you, as a man, you don't experience the same things that a woman does. Like, you could be empathetic, but you don't really understand what it is that, you know, women goes through. So when I say insensitive, not like to the point where I was like co-signing it and I was like, yeah, let's be fucking.
Yeah, grab her tits.
Yeah.
So
Everybody grab a tit. Go.
I'm not saying I was a wild nigga in my day, but I'm just saying.
So if someone were to say, yo, someone touched my butt and I didn't like it, you would have responded like, oh well,
Nah,
shit happens.
that's not what I'm saying.
So what are you saying? Let me know.
I was saying, like, I would have said then, like, damn, that's fucked up. And I would say the same thing now.
Nah, he was
the only
like,
difference is
do you know him?
now it's like, and my sexual harassment experience wasn't physical, but to know what it feels like, it's like, oh, damn, like, I walked a minute in the shoes of what women got to deal with for their whole lives. Like, damn. It just puts it in perspective. It doesn't mean that I was insensitive before because I'm sensitive about it now.
Okay.
You said you was insensitive.
You did, but
You started off with insensitive.
yeah, you said you were
did?
insensitive
My bad.
to
I got a
women.
bad
I didn't
memory.
mean to. Yeah, you got a bad memory again.
There we go.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Very quickly though, do you not understand? First of all, when this happened to you, Trom, you were immediately able to connect with how women feel when men do it to them. Immediately, that's what you did in your head.
I don't think that's fair. I don't think you have to have something happen to you in order for you to understand.
Of course not.
Of course not. What?
Like, you don't have to have something happen to you to be empathetic. Like, if
But why weren't you empathetic before, Trom?
I didn't.
We didn't grow up in a society that was like that. Our society back then was, what was the fucking chronic video? They pouring beer on chicks' heads and, you know, running after them, throwing them into the pool. Like, there was no accountability police back then. You got to imagine that you are a product of your environment. Everything that was taught to us back then was fuck them bitches. That was the entire environment growing up in the 80s, 90s. Fuck them bitches.
And why is that the narrative? Why was that the narrative?
I don't know. I'm just telling you. I didn't make it. I was a kid. We grew up into it, and we didn't know nothing. And then now, when y'all ask us, you're here asking us, Dodge is out there. What the fuck's wrong with y'all? We like, I don't know.
So my question is, right?
So for him, go ahead.
Yes, that's what you see on TV, right? But I'm
See it
sure in real life, but I'm sure in the household, mom is saying, you don't behave like this to women, right?
No.
Mom wasn't saying that?
Never have those kind
We
of
don't
talks.
have those talks. Facts.
Yeah.
They just try to make sure we don't get shot or some
Right.
shit. Or do our homework.
I've never had that conversation with my mom.
Wow.
Never. Literally never.
You don't hit girls. You don't. You treat.
No,
girls
my mother
nicely.
definitely told me if chick put her hands on you, pop her in her face, hit her back. Don't let nobody hit you. I don't give a fuck. That's what my mother told me.
Yeah.
Am I the only person out there that fucking got that taught from their parents? My mom said, "Don't let nobody hit you."
So this is why I like that we're having this conversation, because a lot of households don't have.
What was it like in your household? First of all, you're
Jamaican.
Jamaican.
Oh.
So you in a Jamaican household, because I've heard so much. Oh, Trump's like, what are you gonna say about Jamaican people? Nigga, please. You was fucking born in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, I'm telling you, became Jamaican at like 16.
I don't know why it angers him, but yeah.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's like, yo,
Your family wasn't really Jamaican. They didn't.
My
have
family was very Jamaican. So, for example, I grew up, like most kids, I like cheeseburgers and hot dogs. I used to pick the peas out of the rice when my grandma made rice and peas. Like, I didn't,
Okay.
I wasn't like welcoming to Jamaican culture
Okay.
because I took it for granted. I grew up with it. It was
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
And then, like, yeah, as you get older, you're
And
like,
you had
oh,
more
shit,
American
this
friends.
culture is dope. Like, you know what I mean?
okay.
Everything about it. And as an adult, you know, you embrace your culture a little bit more.
But it's
as you get
different
older.
being Jamaican American and Jamaican. You're Jamaican American, which is
Absolutely.
like more like you're choosing to embrace it, but you're actually American.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that's different from her having West Indian parents,
Right, she grew up.
Brody,
Yeah.
Octel, and all that patois. They talking patois. Just
Yeah.
speak the patois.
You can't, Tahoe, you can't say speak the patois and then
Expect somebody to speak the patois.
you have to talk when I
There
feel
we
like
go.
for
See,
time.
there you go. Growing up in a West Indian household, and I've heard so much about West Indian parents, and it hasn't been favorable. It's almost never favorable.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever heard anything favorable about West Indian parents before now. You know, obviously this culture, this generation is completely different. they actually spoke to you about where you're supposed to carry? Wait, maybe they speak to the women, right? Because they always say that we raise our women, but not the guys. You have brothers?
I wasn't raised with my brother. My brother's in London.
Okay.
But growing up, what's your question?
Did they actually? Were your parents like? Was my mom trash? You trying to make it sound like my mom's trash?
No, I'm not saying your mom is trash, but I'm assuming conversations
Never happened. So
okay. So for my household, my mom was very strict. It's go to school. You come home after school. I didn't do it because I wanted to hang out with my friends, right? But I'd get a beating if I don't come home. Like, why you not come home? Where I got friend yard for? Come at your house. Make your friend them come over here, sir.
Aroused.
Understand? So
Yeah.
Regarding a dude touching, I couldn't even have a boyfriend. And I talked to my mom about that too. Like now as an adult, like, mommy, why am I couldn't, like, it's a part of development. You understand? You're 16, 17, your hormones are raging. Not saying I'm going to have sex, but you like people. So that's a conversation we have, as an adult. But, as a single mother raising two girls, you want them to go school, you want them to come home, you want them to go college.
But did they tell you the things that you're saying our parents should have told us?
Mommy said, don't let no boy touch you inappropriately,
Yeah, my mother definitely said if a chick hits you, I don't give a fuck. Pop her and her shit. She should not be putting her hands on you. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, right? Back then, right? Our parents back then is different.
I guess it's also like, I guess the households, and you're a boy and you guys are rough.
But
probably.
this started with we talking about trauma.
Not understanding.
Not because you make it seem like it's not valid for a man who has lived in this masculine-led society. We always can do whatever we want. We never really have to think about it. We just men. We kick down doors, take what's ours. That's the culture. What's the society, right? For him to now have somebody kick in his door and try to reach for his, to not realize, oh shit, that's what I've been doing to other people. I don't like that. Having no experience before that with that, why does that surprise you that was a learning moment for him?
Because
am I saying this right?
Kinda, but I was never the harasser. So it's not like a light bulb moment. I was like, oh, I need to stop harassing women. Now that I know what it feels like, I never was a harasser. You know that about me. If anything, I was the shy nigga that did.
I don't want to agree with it just because I want to paint him as a villain. I was looking. He's like, yeah, you. I'm like, nah, yeah.
I was always the shy nigga, so harassment was the least of my worries. You know what I mean? So it's not like a light bulb moment. Oh, I need to stop harassing women. So when I say I was insensitive, I guess
bitches.
Damn. When I say I was insensitive, I mean like I guess I just wasn't as aware of how it felt when other people were doing it. So now it's like, oh damn, I knew it was fucked up, but now I really know it's fucked up. Like damn.
I guess, in life, we just go through that, right? We don't really understand until it's happened to us.
Not always, but if it does happen, then you're going to have a heightened sense of, awareness.
All right. I want to start the smoke soon. It's smoldering. It ain't smoking yet. You had a topic that you wanted to bring up. I want you to get your topic up and out. You said about how hard it is to do your podcast.
Oh, yeah.
What was the topic? I can't
So,
recall. Get that thing in your mouth. I mean, the mic. Yeah. Was that harassment? Was that nasty? That was nasty? Tron. Yeah, that's cringy. Hey, yo, I hate when niggas say cringy. Like, use another word, son. Tron's like, yeah, that was kind of cringy. Like, yo. That's like a 2020 word. You're too old for that.
It's a Gen Z word.
Yeah.
It's a young kid's word.
Don't do that. What's a our age cringy word?
Go with my thesaurus. I don't know.
Corny? Yeah, that's my corny. Don't do that.
That was corny?
Yeah.
Nah, but he meant it that, what did I say? I said something to somebody in here. And he was like, I was talking bacon. The day you couldn't get none of this shit right here. He said, yeah, it was kind of cringy.
Do you have teenagers?
So, like, cringe is like,
That's where you get that word from?
So you was really sitting over there like, Tron, you was really like this when I was talking to bacon like that?
No, I mean, for lack of a better word, who knows? Like, maybe it ain't the most accurate word, but It's an awkward moment.
Was it awkward? Nah, fuck you. I'm awkward, period. Go ahead.
Now, I want to know, like, why, because you guys have a successful podcast, right?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so, rather.
I would say you do, regarding your following and how people engage with you. And, you know, why do you guys think that your podcast, you know, came out so successful? Because, like I said, we've only recorded like 10 episodes for Brown Steel, right? Mm-hmm. But you guys how many episodes have you recorded?
Shit. We up there. We're definitely up there. I stopped counting years ago.
Yeah.
I want to say you already answered your own question. You stopped at 10.
Right. But why do you think it is what draw people to you guys?
They know we're going to be there every Tuesday, for one. I think that, the answer
240 episodes.
240.
Good
Wow.
job. All right.
That is saying a lot, bro. Let
Keita?
Let's let the Patreon answer it. The ladies in the Discord, the people in the Discord, y'all answer it for us. Keita Q says, because they real and don't bullshit. Even when I was with Cuddy, and the thing is, I still think that Cuddy and I had a great show. She was amazing with her topics. Mm-hmm. The things that she said that came to mind about her topics were fucking incredible. And what I learned about doing that podcast with her was I couldn't be on a show with somebody that I thought just like, because people in the audience want to argue with us. So they need somebody to represent their side of the argument. Right. So
different perspective. Somebody said that.
Right. Right. The engagement is crazy. Real talk, different perspectives. It feels like family. Honesty, reliability, consistency, real talk. They're relatable, realistic. All right. Friendships, watching the evolutions. And niggas be on some nigga shit in a good way. Me, when I started to do I made my name wrong in the Discord. Don't worry about that. Go ahead. These motherfuckers. Okay. When Cuddy left, I already knew the formula to success was to wow people. And I was tired when I was doing the show with I would ask her, like, yo, why we always talk about relationships every day? Mm-hmm. Every day is relationship. Like, come on. It's, all right, man, niggas ain't shit. All right, you want some money. All right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right. But and not to talk down on her at all, because still nothing but love and respect for her, regardless of what anybody thinks. And I still think she's going to be a star with her topics, but that just wasn't me. Talk about that shit all the time. Right, you know what I'm saying? And I said to myself, what can I do to cause an impact? I actually thought about it. And the first thing I did was invite a gay person on the show, because I had said so many things that was inflammatory towards them. And when I did that, I saw that the recipe for success was change. For me to say it out loud. Be as ain't shit as you want, but invite change. Learn some shit. Because when people can learn through me. I'm going to represent them very well. I'm going to be calling people bitches. I'm going to be saying the F word, whatever, right? Back then, that's what it was. And I needed vehicles for change. People, Trom, different than me. He's always been different than me. Always. We just have a really similar sense of humor. Similar sense of humor, but two different people. But that, and I knew that, so I didn't really expect Trom to be a slow bloomer, because he's always personality in the room with us. Whenever we're talking, he's personality. He's not like he's like me, standing on couches and jumping, but whenever he opens his mouth, he says some wild shit. Right. And it's relatable, right? Dodge, she just kicked in the door when she came in. I don't know if you remember her first episode on here, but she talked to me about oxtails.
Okay. I remember.
Did that bother you that I said with the S?
Yeah, the S. Why is the S necessary? But
because it's mad oxtail.
But it's one tail that they chopped in.
But how do I know that? How do I know that? How do you even know there's
Do you
one?
say chickens?
How do you know
Do you
it's
say
one?
chickens?
No, but don't worry about that because it's a whole different animal.
You don't say
It's
chickens.
a whole different animal.
I think you think it sounds good, so you say it.
It does sound good.
Yeah.
No, just say oxtail.
It could be 2 oxtail in there. And chopped up. It's a bunch of oxtails.
No, it's one tail chopped in many
And not
pieces.
if it's 2. How do you know? It could be 2 in there. What if it's 2 in there?
First of all, oxtail too expensive to get 2 oxtail. That's a number 1. Nobody not get 2 oxtail.
Why you got to start dancing and shit when you start talking in patois? Okay. What you
I think it sounds better with oxtail. Some words
Yeah,
just throw
oxtail
S
on
on it.
Yeah.
Like Valentine's
Yeah.
Day, Joe Buttons. You know what I mean? People just throw an S on shit. And
Right.
you're like, yeah, that's the way it should have been.
So, yeah. What were you going to say?
I remember I don't remember when Dodge came, but I remember an earlier episode. You had a girl on there,
K Vega.
and
It
the one that
wasn't-
got kicked off.
She left because it was the right thing to do.
Yeah, and I was so happy. But go ahead.
I don't want to say I kicked her off. I think it was the right thing to do. I don't think she represented anybody, and I didn't think that it was the that I wasn't giving the convo that I was trying to have when she was on the show, and I realized that. And if you're talking about recipes for success for any, look, I'm still segmented.
But
Any podcast out there, I'm gonna say one thing: consistency. Be there when you say you're gonna be there. Be there. Join other shows. Go on other podcasts. Make sure that you are yourself and you bring some of your podcasts to somebody else. You want to always try to widen your listenership. So if I can go on Mouse's show, now people over there are familiar with me and Mouse. I go down to Cocktails in Atlanta. Now people over there are familiar with me and Medina and Kiki. I go out to LA. I go to Oakland. I show up in Houston. I go to Detroit. Now I can bring in all of them people back to my show. Even in New York, we got so many different podcasts. Browns too. I'm sure there's a bunch of Jamaicans over there never heard of me.
yeah.
So if I go in there and say oxtails is never other, but I say it funny, they're going to curse me out, but now they're familiar with the Tahoe nigga.
But I like that though. I think your personality, it brings people in. No matter how serious the topic is, there's some kind of laughter that goes with it, you know? And I that's why I keep listening. You know, I could drive to work and I'm driving laughing. And I must say that for me, that's what pushed me to get a podcast because I listen to it so much.
Fire.
Yeah, and I'm like, I have stuff I want to say
But
still.
you know what? I don't like people like you, though.
Why?
As much as I take it as a compliment, I'm going to keep it real. I don't like people that look at me do some shit and be like, oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
Right. And then now I'm in the shoe and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a lot.
Yeah, I watch mad people come and go.
Yeah.
Well, I do this shit every week. And be like, yo, you thought it was mad
Realize that,
easy.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
People
it's
try to do
not.
the little Instagram videos, and y'all fucking. What you do when you go from one thing to the next? Y'all segues ain't right.
Right,
You're not
right,
clipping it right, my nigga.
Right.
You're not clipping right.
Right.
But I'm not hating on nobody else. I am hating a little bit, but I'm not serious. I'm just saying it's kind of disrespectful when people try to do what I do as if I'm not good at it. Like I'll make it look easy, but it's not. You know what I'm saying?
How
I
does
just
it
try
feel to hear this from, you know?
This feels good, but not as good as the comments when they say, yo, y'all changing my life.
Yeah.
So me saying that, it's great for my ego and all that, but what's better is knowing that some people out there actually have thought about themselves, applied it to their lives, better fathers, better mothers, better relationships, better towards the community, better in their own community. You know what I'm saying? When my man says to me, this guy who I was like, yo, I wasn't always sure that he was going to be here forever. Pardon me for whatever. Yeah. I wasn't sure. Say, yo, this is my therapy. I love this shit. He's sending me topics. He's like, yo, I want to do this. Yo, I want to do that. Well, he's like, yo, this has become a part of who he is. That says something to me about how much weight this shit really holds. Because for a long time, I was like, yo, Trump don't own this shit like it's his. Right? I was like, yo, it's not. And so this nigga really be hitting me with ideas.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm coming, I'm going to bring this. Yo, do this. Y'all contact this person. And that shit just said something to me. Okay. So, yeah, it feels good to know
There's
that.
a good chemistry.
It is.
I feel like you guys have a good chemistry. And, just listening, even though everyone get emotional, Let's get emotional. Let's get emotional.
One other thing is this. I listen to The Breakfast Club. I listen to Hot 97.
Which one do you prefer?
Hot 97.
Me too.
Really?
Me too. I say that all the time.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I do. They don't have no synergy on the Breakfast Club, and it's just like, I don't.
Okay.
Charlamagne is his own person. Envy, I don't like Envy at all. I think he's fake. I do. I don't. Envy, don't start the light skin. Oh, fuck this nigga coming to my show. I'll come to the shows anyway, nigga. Let's relax. I don't think that you're a genuine person. Every time I see Envy, he's looking at me like, you want to fight? Like, no, nigga, I don't.
You know what? I like his podcast with his wife.
Yeah, I do.
Because
I've been to 2 of his shows.
She drag him in. Like, whenever I feel like the Breakfast Club, they're kind of ignorant and they think everything's a joke. You know what I mean? No matter how serious the topic is, right? Mm. And then, but on his wife and his podcast, she bring it down. Like, no, that doesn't make sense, and this is why it doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. So I like that for him. The show, I don't like it.
Here, yo, Melly, take the box. Oh my God, son. This is an assistant, bro. This is an assistant. If you ain't got an assistant like my assistant, you don't have a fucking assistant. Come here, man. Take the goddamn box. I was about to send you to Staten Island just now. You looking for what? Pricing labels?
Printing.
Oh, the ones that we had in here? They are on the floor next to the bed, right where you at. The box is over there. Okay. The reason, so Angela Yee, I love her part, but I don't feel like they are fucking Ebro, Laura Stiles,
I love
Shawnee Culture, Rosenberg. They fuck with each other.
Yeah.
You could tell they be in the same room with each other a lot. They fuck with each other. Yeah. They bouncing off each other. It's a real conversation.
Yeah.
I don't feel that with Charlamagne.
So I never thought about it until y'all said that, but I do agree that Breakfast Club doesn't have synergy all the time. They talk over each other sometimes, and yeah, they just don't have the.
They don't like each other.
That too, but I'm entertained when I listen to them. I'm not entertained when I listen to Hot 97, and I think it's Ebro. I think he takes himself too seriously.
Why do you care?
Why do I care? Because it comes on. It doesn't come off.
I do too. So
like, maybe that's why I
want
like
to be entertained. I want something a little bit
serious.
more lighthearted, and it could be serious topics too. But it's kind of like us. Like we could talk about real shit, but still be a little lighthearted. Like don't take yourself so seriously. Like
see how she just said this to you. I was in the background while Mouse was here, and she said to you, Coco said to you. Pardon me saying she. Coco said to you, it's okay if it's yours, but if it's not, then you don't understand it. Right. And right now, you take a person like me, who is so belligerent and all that shit, you're like, oh, no, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. But when you see it in somebody else's shoes, it's like, no, I can't stand it, I hate it. Mm. It's the exact same thing. I'm fucking Ebro. Mm-hmm. I'm fucking Ebro. I will cut y'all off in a minute to say what I got to say. I will be as ignorant as I want to. Nobody can check me. Same as Ebro. It's the same fucking show.
Nah.
I think that this show looks more like Hot 97 than Breakfast Club.
I tend to disagree.
No.
Envy don't be knowing nothing, don't know
how he graduated college. Yeah, his thought process is very ignorant.
That's fine. I don't mind. Honestly, I don't mind being compared to anybody out there. I think Envy deserves his fame. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like him personally. Yeah. He's just never going to be one of my peoples, but I think he deserves everything that he got. Thank you, Jody. I appreciate you. All right. Let's talk some fucking shit, nigga.
Let's talk.
You ready? I want the first clip up on the screen, my nigga. All right. I'm on Instagram the other day, maybe 2 days ago, maybe yesterday. I want to tell y'all one thing. First of all, live show is coming up October 10th. I'm coming to talk mad shit. It's going to be the third day. Most of the days I'm laughing and joking, but that third day, after the Hard or Soft play party, after the Hard or Soft live show, after the meet and greet, we're coming in kicking some doors in because Show Shameless is our shit. Mm-hmm. This is my shit. I got a lot of guests coming to the So Shameless live show. One of, who hasn't confirmed yet, Mr. Let Go. Yeah, give the kid $2,000 guy.
I'll never forget that shit.
But he's really good at what he does. I don't care what nobody says about his opinion about the thing in the street. He's good at causing conversation, creating conversation. Mm-hmm. And he stands on what he stands on. I respect that. Mm-hmm. Don't be wishy-washy. Stand on what you stand on. He came, Bake, how long till we get? Is this the first one? Yeah, it's the first one. Don't do it yet. I saw this
clip on his page. Bacon, are you editing this, or I have to edit this, right? All right. So this is where I'm gonna do it. Can you take the timestamp so I know you have it? You don't have it up. Thanks, Bacon. It's 1:12. This conversation I broke down into maybe 5 different conversations. This person that's talking is, hold on, let me Google it really quickly. Hold on. The person, Jesus Christ, don't you hate when you get mad notifications at the same time? Oh, y'all don't have that problem.
I knew he was going to say that.
This is Sister Shahrazadali. I don't know where this came from. It's just a clip that he found of her, and he put it in his thing. Bacon, let me hear this first clip.
In your book, you say that we are not bringing up our daughters and our sons in a correct manner to respect their fathers.
No, we're not. Unfortunately, as I say, since money has been used as the measure, many times if a black man does not have money to give us, we won't even let him see his children. We won't let him spend any time with it because he does not give us whatever the child support is. And I'm not saying that we don't need money to raise a child, but I tried to explain to black women that raising a child consists of much more than feeding, clothing, and sheltering it. That's maintaining one. To raise one, you need a return of the parental coalition of the father and the mother to put the proper values into the child. Many of our boys, when we raise them alone, they grow up with the female emotional mechanism. They are suspicious, they are doubtful, they're disrespectful of womanhood, they are bitchy, they can't make a decision. And many of our girls who grow up in a home where there's no man present, they go out into the world and try to mate. They don't have any idea how to live with a man day to day, how to prepare a proper meal, how to be a mother, how to just be in love in the home. Most of what our people and our children especially have learned about how you have a relationship, they learned off of television.
So, I can't tell you who she is, but I can tell you that she talks some shit, and it's mostly directed towards women. And in this clip, they look. So the Discord is going off right now. They not Shahrazad Ali. Her name is Shahrazad Ali. Thank you, Fo Curry. Appreciate you, bro. What do you guys think? She wrote a book about black men. She wrote a book to black men about understanding black women. Thank you, Fo Curry. What do y'all think about that clip?
I agree. You need a mom and dad in the household in order. Not saying it's always a more positive outcome, because we have men out here or women out here who are nasty to other people, even though they come from good household, right? But there's something that dad can give to the children that mom cannot. There are conversations that you're more comfortable getting it from mom and not comfortable getting it from dad. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or vice versa. I agree. The mom and dad in the household, it takes the stress off of one person. Imagine I'm a single mother and I have to talk to one kid about, or multiple kids, however amount, about multiple different topics. It's stress, and I'm coming home from work and I want to relax. I can't, because, there are conversations that need to be had because we have our own children, but some gets lost because I can't remember to talk about certain things with everybody. You know what I mean? And I agree.
Tron, what do you think?
I'll say that it affects, first of all, I agree with everything she's saying. I think it affects some people differently. Some people can thrive in a single mom household and be fine. You know what I mean? And I feel like some people, I guess, depending on their personality type, you could tell that there's a void. Like, even being in the school system, working around kids, I could see in different kids where there's a void sometimes. And it's like, yeah, I like looking at men or dads as the ATM and just getting the money. Like, you're missing out on so much from having a real dad that could just be a good influence. And the dad don't got to be a perfect nigga. It don't got to be, a suit and tie nigga that's just always by the book doing the right thing. But it's something about masculine energy that sometimes could be useful other than just money. And I agree with that.
Do you guys see this, what I just put here?
Mm-hmm.
What's it say?
Childhood TV.
Traumatic aggravates me. Why are we doing that? How did that even come about? We were really talking about something else, and you twisted. You went back to.
Every time I'm on the opening mode, I'm just.
Tahoe, you're an instigator.
I'm sitting at this parking spot because them clean the street 8:30 to 10. I'm gonna need food.
Tahoe, I thought we left that
And another
topic.
thing, I'm telling you something. Oh no, man, if you don't want to see a picnic, if you don't want to come visit, take the picnic and go some.
Right.
Come from a doorstep. Take the child. Don't
Take the child and go spend time with the child outside of my home.
Go somewhere. I don't want to see you. I don't want to deal with you. Yeah, you want to spend time with child in my place. You want to spend time with picnic here.
Here?
You
in my home?
You don't have somewhere you think the child would enjoy with a tourniquet can enjoy. And you take the picnic there and go about to the business and enjoy father-daughter, father-son moment. What kind of thing on the depend when you want to spend time with picnic at the woman yard where I tried or the woman did it for her to picnic? Take the child and go on the too bright and too ups and then money I bite my skin. I'm upset, man. I don't like that. I hate, man. Ugh, I hate it.
Okay. Let me talk about that clip. Like you said in that episode where I was talking about, the man came and wanted to hang out with the child. Yeah, right, Tahoe?
He came in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
And what was my stance on it?
Huh?
What was my stance?
I don't remember, but I was saying that.
You remember? You disagreed.
I don't remember. What I'm saying is, right? You don't go to.
Keep telling you to stop coming here. So yeah, man, shut up my door. Me lock door upon him. Tell him say you have to give me notice. You don't get those rights.
I will die on that hill. I'm right.
Until you pay the rent
here. You can show up when you want to.
Then you can show up when you want to.
That means you live there if you're going to pay the rent.
You don't just do that, sir. So I'm telling you something. When a man talk about, oh, the woman wrong, she's not wrong.
Yo, you such a sucker.
No.
You just agreeing with shit. Yo, both suckers.
No, let me tell you, Tahoe.
Rewind the tapes to the episode.
Right.
You agreed with her. Yeah, you agreed with her.
I was never like, yo,
but
as a dad,
if he pays the rent, then
that
he
means
can come
you live
whenever
in my
he
house,
wants. No, you don't. That don't mean that. That just means I pay the rent here. I can pay the rent there and I live there. If she just said that y'all give a motherfucker more credit when he bringing the money in. That's what she said.
Tahoe, I don't like
Sister
what you're
shower.
doing. I don't like what you're doing.
That's
Tahoe,
what she said.
Tahoe, I don't like what you're doing.
Why? Why you curling your lips up? You didn't pay no rent to meet me hard.
No, what I'm saying is, hear me out. You're curling
your lips up.
Don't only take a piece of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that man showed up to the house at an inappropriate time.
You said that he could show up in a moment's notice if he paid a rent there.
Right. So if I'm sitting here and I'm taking all the responsibility on my own, you don't just show up in my spot, in my place, in my comfort zone at your time. That's not okay. But if now you're paying the whole rent and you're taking care of the whole family, you're going to say, yo,
so
you know what?
You can have a boyfriend.
No, nobody never mentioned a boyfriend.
Wait, let's just say. If the man that came to the crib at 5 a.m. was taking care of you, made sure that your bills was paid, took care of the crib because his son lived there, he can show up when he want to.
Yeah, he's
and
gonna
your
have
man
a key.
just have to understand.
Tahoe.
Your man just have to understand, yo.
Tahoe,
this nigga takes care of the crib.
Then I wouldn't. If I'm gonna have a boyfriend, then I'm gonna say, yo, you know what? I'm gonna have a boyfriend.
So you listen to the $1 Million Condo combo, where Shorty was like, yeah. My ex still pays for the $1 Million combo.
No, I don't even agree with her.
But if her man can't pay the combo, so would you have moved out of the $1 Million condo because you want to be with this new nigga that can't pay the rent there?
I'm judging the guy who's now moving into that household. Why are you moving into a household?
It's a $1 Million condo.
No, I don't agree with it. I was like, this is weird. And if I didn't agree with it.
What I'm asking is, Trump, go ahead. Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. What I'm asking is, if the man pays the rent over there, takes care of the whole place, y'all not together. He's still paying for everything. Can he still come whenever he wants?
He will have a key, and he can come in whenever he feel like it.
Because he's paying. So you have more respect for him.
No,
he's
because
paying, and that's
it's
what the
clear we
lady
have a
just
great
said in the video.
relationship. It's going to be clear we have a great relationship.
How? He's just paying. That don't mean you have a great relationship.
No, well, for me.
He just got money. He's fucking Future. He's Future.
Don't talk about Future.
Could be a
I
drug
don't. My spirit don't take Future.
Maybe he just got disposable income.
No.
In the streets. He outside.
I'm not. No. No. Don't look at me like that. No, if the father of my child is paying the rent, then there's some he respects me, he respects the whole family, therefore I have to give him that respect. I'm not bringing in a man in that household.
So your boyfriend can't come in here because your ex still pays the rent. I'm
going to live my life accordingly.
So you're not gonna have a boyfriend.
Whether it's to go to the boyfriend's house,
so
I can go to his house.
The ex pays the rent here, so you can't bring another nigga in here.
And that's fine. You want to secure your child, the roof over your child's head. We're doing this. Then let's do it.
That's all it takes.
What do you mean? It's not like we're still sexing.
Yeah, all I gotta do is pay for the fucking rent. And
he's
the
taking care of his child.
And you can't have another nigga in here. You're gonna dead say, yo, nigga, you can't come in here.
He's still sexing.
Yo, that's crazy.
Tahoe,
crazy.
No, Tahoe, you're not listening to me.
No, I love it. I'm not mad at you.
Tahoe,
I'm not judging you.
What I'm saying,
you just that's a key to niggas that got a couple dollars. You're telling me all I gotta do is make sure she good over there and ain't no nigga can't even come in here. I can pull up whenever I want to.
Tahoe.
That's lit. That's lit. Couple dollars.
Tahoe.
Yes, I know yes. Why do I say my name?
You're not understanding. This is a man who's saying, yo, I want to secure my child's shelter placement. Like, this is her house. I want to secure the housing for her. Fine, he's doing that. Who am I to say, no, don't pay for the rent?
You're not my man no more.
What happened
to the IND?
But that's his child, and he want to make sure that his child has a secure roof over their head.
It's a thin line between securing your child's place to live and being controlling of your ex and how she moves.
But how do we? All right, so you're gonna say that this is to control and have autonomy over my body?
I'm listening to you.
No, the scenario you gave, is that what the person's, if that's his stance, then no, I don't want you put the money in her bank account. Put her money in her bank account. Yeah. I'll use that money however. But if you're saying that
get the money.
It does, but he has to take care of his child, no?
I'm saying it don't matter what account he put it in, like Zelle, Cash App. Okay.
But that's him taking care of his child.
If you put it in Cash App now, it ain't.
But what I'm saying is, if the scenario is, I'm gonna pay the rent, you can't bring no money over here, sir. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I realize that's what he's doing. Okay, use that money, put it in her bank account.
My thing is this, right?
And that money goes towards her savings.
My thing is this.
So it ain't helping your household.
Now it's a different. If I realize that he's trying to take control of me and my body.
No, my thing is this, baby. Coco, I'm sorry. As to what the sister said in the video, and I don't want you to feel attacked. I apologize if I don't feel attacked. It's fine. Don't pay attention to them in the Discord, because you're gonna get in there and get the whirlwind. Because it's easy for them to judge home. You're on the spot. It's easy for them to say to get all the thoughts and say everything right, because you're sitting there like this and you could delete it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But on the spot, it's a different vibe. So don't even pay attention to that. We're having a conversation, and you're my guest, so I definitely don't want you to feel like that, right? And I've been creating that atmosphere, but I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. But this is what the thing is. You're actually respecting giving homie more respect that's paying, but you don't fuck with him no more, than the nigga you actually fucking. Like, you're saying, he can't come in here because he ain't paying this shit. That's exactly what the lady in the video was saying. You're going to give the man that has the money more respect. You're going to take away respect from this other man that actually could be this power source in your life. Maybe he don't have the money like that, but I find that to be troublesome. I feel it's very Cuddy-ish, by the way. This the money control thing in your mind. It's like hypnotized.
Then there's more to it then. If we're gonna say we don't know the conversations that's being held, like, hey babe, I know we're not together. He could have said, being a mature individual, saying, hey babe,
babe.
This 2000.
Babe is a good word for an ex.
Tahoe, don't do. All right, yo, Corgo. Let's say he's a Jamaican man. Okay. So he say, yo, this is the money for the rent. We don't know the conversations that's being held. Mm-hmm. This is the money for the rent. Pay the rent. Take care of this. We don't know if he said, or he said, yo, may I give $1,500, you know? I mean, why you bring no man to the house, you know? It's different conversations. You're not giving me the right scenario.
So some things are just go without being said. You don't have to say nothing. If I put money down for the rent, and this is what you're using to cover the rent, that we already are establishing a different relationship now. Now you're depending on me somewhat to live here. So you can't talk to me the way you could talk to me if I didn't put that money there. Without me saying anything, without putting any implications on it, once that transaction is there, we already in a different space. You can't talk to me the same.
Put the money in a bank account. I'll figure out what to do with the money. But he still has to take care of his child. So how do you propose he take care of his child?
I think that the power that you're giving him over the money, over just having respect for your man, period, is where I'm at with it. The fact that because he's giving you this money, because that's taking care of your child. That's almost just like saying, oh, you take care of your child, so I'm supposed to respect you more because you take care of your child. You're supposed to. You're supposed to. Right. You don't get no extra credit for that. That's not an extra thing, right? And it doesn't guarantee you at a moment's notice visits, because I think Trump said, "Oh, you can't do that. You got to schedule that, bro. Or she got her own life. You can't just come when you want. I don't give a fuck how much child support you're paying. You still gotta have respect, right? But you're now saying, yo, I don't give a fuck about all that respect if you're paying the bills here.
All right, so
and that's what she was saying in that clip. But let's not stay here, because I think that this all kind of got wrapped up, and you know, one point went out the window. This went ever bacon. Do we have another clip?
Oh my god!
I want the second one. I hope you're ready for these.
All right.
Are you ready for these?
I think I am.
Shout out to the live show October 10th. Who the fuck is 827405? Who is that? That's you? Why? Because I put my name in wrong. Okay. This is part 2. This is part 1, Big. Yeah. Look at the timestamp on it. You can tell it's part 1. See where the thing is at? 0 to 54. The next one should start at 54 and such. Is it? All right, go ahead. Let me see.
Nag, and that we are essentially responsible for pushing our men away by doing so.
A lot of times, we take a position because of our own emotional mechanisms. We harass our men too much. We nag our men too much, and we keep his mind and his head so bundled up and bogged down with all of our personal idiosyncrasies about our day-to-day personal relationship with him that a lot of times we don't free his mind up to go out and to plan sanely for our future and for the future of our children. Many of them come to us every day and they almost have to do a wind test. They don't know what's going on. They don't know who they're going to meet because we have a lot of reactions. We tend to think as black women that a successful relationship and one where we're happy is one where everything goes our way. And the first time it goes another kind of a way, then we go into hell, turmoil in our brain, and we start deciding, oh, I've got terrible problems with this man. He won't do what I want him to do. We start deciding, oh, I've got terrible problems.
Nag. I believe those are the first 3 words of that clip. Nag. Thoughts. You women. She's talking about black women, by the way.
Okay.
I'm not saying it. She's saying it. Okay. She's talking about black women in this. Nag the black man so much that it's more stressful than useful.
Nagging meaning take responsibility, like.
We can listen again if you need to.
Like nagging me, because if I'm telling you something over and over, then that means it's something that's important, and I would like you to change and do properly. You may call it nagging now because you don't want to do it. You don't feel like being responsible. Whatever the case is. But I wouldn't describe it as nagging. That's me telling you, hey, I need you to do this, that, and the third.
So what would you describe as nag?
Babe, I want to all that extraness. That's nagging.
Did you ask Trump if you could touch him?
Trump, I'm sorry.
Because historically, when women want to flirt with a guy, they touch his shoulder. Did she just touch his shoulders?
I'm demonstrating.
Was it a bicep?
Tricep more.
Tricep more?
More tricep.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Did you
like
ask
this.
for that?
I don't like this.
What?
It's okay.
What are you about to pull up?
No, I'm about to pull up the same clip. I want to hear it again.
Okay.
Here we go. Let me see.
Nag, and that we are
essentially responsible for pushing our men away by doing so.
A lot of times, we take a position because of our own emotional mechanisms. We harass our men too much. We nag our men too much, and we keep his mind and his head so bundled up and bogged down with all of our personal idiosyncrasies about our day-to-day personal relationship with him that a lot of times we don't free his mind up to go out and to plan sanely for our future and for the future of our children. Many of them come to us every day, and they almost have to do it.
You get the gist?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do we think? What do you think, Tron?
I think what she's saying is kind of like pick your battles. Like, we on the same team. We at war against the world. If you over here riffing with me all the time, how am I effectively putting together a plan to bring in money for this household? Like, you distracted me with little shit that don't mean nothing. That's what I think of, what you say, harassing and nagging. Like, these are minor things. Like, yo, you bother me about small things when you're distracting me of building for this family. And just that like, energy is real. Like, the energy you carry throughout your day is real. So if your other half is feeding you negative energy, coming at you in a harassing or nagging tone, yeah, that could throw you off your hustle. Absolutely.
But what could be considered nagging to you is not nagging to me.
And that's why I asked you what nagging looked like.
So, all right. So everybody's splitting rent, right? So let's say you're supposed to bring in $800 for the rent, and I'm supposed to bring in the other $800.
I'll give you $750.
Why you can't bring the $800?
Because I only got $750.
Where am I supposed to get your extra $50 from?
I don't know.
Exactly. So you're not taking responsibility. So now it seems like I'm nagging you for $50. It's only $50. Put the $50. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but then that's
different.
taking away from grocery money, and then that's taking away from my toll money to go to work. That's taking away from my.
She set you up, nigga.
She did. I don't think that's nagging.
How do you let her set you up on your own show?
No, but
I just sit there and watch some crazy shit just happen. She took him. He tried to throw her off, and she took it and ran with
She
it.
damn sure did. Ran with
And
it.
ate, nigga. She ate your food, nigga. I'm wilding like, yo, he just lost that fight.
But you see what I'm saying? $50 to you is $50 is a little bit to you, but it's a lot to me.
So what I consider nagging is like somebody come to the doorbell and it happened to be a woman, and your other half is like, why are these bitches coming around, blah, blah, blah. And you like, yo, that was the plug. That's somebody that has this great business opportunity, and you just scared her off because you wildin'. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe that's not even a good example, because that's more like jealousy. Nagging, what's a good example of nagging?
Or that's a good
nagging
example.
Or harassing. It's like, yo, you throwing me off my job. We supposed to be building. We supposed to be getting money together, and you talking to me about toothpaste or some shit. I left the seat up or something. Like, yo, I get it that may be annoying to you, but that ain't, you know, gotta pick your battles. Like,
why is it so hard to put the seat down?
Why is it so hard to, you know, for you to put it up?
That is kind of wild, though. Y'all really like dumb or something? When it
What
comes
you
to
want me to fall in the toilet?
Why do y'all go? You don't walk. You walk in
Imagine
backwards?
me wake up out of my sleep and I'm going in the bathroom, and you know your bathroom, you know the bathroom, and I'm just going in the bath, and I'm sitting and I'm going in the toilet because the seat wasn't down.
You know my solution to that? I put all the lids down, like the top lid. Like, everybody got to work. Everybody got to do some work
and
when
that's
you get
perfect.
in here. You got to lift the shit. I got to lift the shit.
That's
Fuck outta
perfect.
here. We
But
even Stevens.
like I said, nagging to me is just whining about not just whining. But when you're not being responsible, and I'm talking to you about, yo, be responsible, please.
Yeah, that's not nagging.
That's not
different.
nagging.
That's not nagging.
So, but if we're driving the car and why you didn't take this way, you should have took that way.
Nagging.
That's nagging. That's
Yeah.
annoying. Like, come on.
Nagging is catching attitudes for no ass reason when you can just communicate. Failing to communicate and changing the atmosphere so that now y'all are at odds instead of attacking the world as a unit. Y'all are at odds. Women tend to do that often. When they in their feelings about some shit, they will react with emotion and action over communicating the shit. That is harassment in a relationship. That is derailing in a relationship. That will take a motherfucker off his grind because he might not even know what he did. How many times have y'all held some shit for hours, days, bringing up some shit from that y'all already spoke about from months ago that you dead ain't get over yet? And you bringing it, you're actually living through this shit, and you're fucking torturing this nigga.
But if I brought it up months ago, are you changing the behavior? Because now that's why I'm bringing it on.
No, we're talking about women having a thing about like the way y'all communicate y'all issues with niggas, where he might not be thinking about this shit like that. He might not even be like aware that you even felt a way about this, that, the other. Don't take that little shit from a couple months ago, that little stand, because we're talking about the entire way that y'all handle relationships. You've never acted out your issues with your nigga before you actually told him, or actually really expressed some shit and stood on how you expressed it verbally.
I have.
Before you start treating them this way, treating them that
way.
way.
Because I feel like certain things are common sense, and why do I need to speak on? Like, we're both adults. But we're both adults.
Right now, you could be like, yo, why wouldn't you give me slippers for your floor? You have me take off your shoes at your floor when you come in the yard, and you don't have nothing for me to put on my feet. That's common sense.
Actually, I did say, do I need socks? And I believe Bacon said, no, you don't.
So, but my point, see, look, don't derail me and my shit. You're not going to do me like that. My point is, what's common sense to you? What's common sense to you? I might not be thinking about that. I might have been thinking about something completely different. And you're sitting here with an attitude like, I can't believe this nigga really that's just mad and inconsiderate. Mm-hmm. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm trying to make sure that we got something to eat later when you finish the show.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think men, Trom, do you do that? Have you ever acted? What is the percentage of issues that you have with your women? Mm-hmm. And I meant that the way I did it just now, even though I know that you're faithful now. Mm-hmm. That you act out over communicating verbally. The percentage.
Yeah, I pick my battles, so I don't really talk about. Very little bothers me, and even if it does, I'm gonna be real cautious about what I bring up and what I choose to riff about, what I choose to nag about. You know what I mean? And I think that's what she's saying. Like, yo, pick your battles. Like, you don't gotta riff about everything. Like, you know what I mean? I'm considerate of my partner's peace. When she comes home from a long day, I don't want to be giving her that energy. She's got it from everybody else in the world all day. You know what I mean? She had a long day, I had a long day. Don't come home and be that sense of the ops to your person. You know what I mean?
Yo, being the ops in a relationship. You ever been the ops in your relationship? That shit sucks, bro.
Like,
that
you
shit
come home
really
and it's miserable.
Sucks, especially because you really fuck with the person.
Yeah.
But y'all just not on the same whatever. That shit sucks, B.
Yeah.
It's really like you sleeping with the enemy. Because there's a million other motherfuckers that actually still like you outside. The person you in the house with don't like you at all right now. All these people out there like you. You got a million other places that you could rather be, except you actually love this person.
But that's I really think people be in relationships and they don't like each other, but they're just there for multiple factors.
Comfortability is a big deal.
Definitely.
Comfortability is a big deal.
Or
and
just
history.
to say you have a partner. Some people, they're codependent on other people. So, you know, they find.
That's true. What do you mean? They're users? Like women?
Both. Yeah, I know men. Don't do that. Why are you trying to set me
Walk into that one.
But I know guys who they have to be with a girl. They have to. They can't.
I do too. Ron do like that. I'm saying his name. That nigga, I don't care. I ain't never met a nigga that
What's
don't.
What's his sign?
I don't know, man. I try to stay away from the nigga now. He just always gotta live with a girl. Always gotta his moves always depend on what she doing. He never the nigga that's leading the situation. I'm like, yo, bro, like, get your own crib. She gonna respect you if you got somewhere else to go. They'll talk to you crazy if you ain't got nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
You really sleeping outside when she kick you out. Like, you really got to sleep outside.
And there's no sense of being self-sufficient, you know.
That's my son. I love him to death, but I'll be like, you got to get your shit together, man. Fuck it. Whatever. All right, big. Third joint.
Oh, another one.
Oh, we got 5.
Oh, you got 5.
It gets worse, though, as it goes.
Oh, my gosh.
Third one is deep, I think. Hold on. Third one deep. Hold on. It's come on, babe. Let me see what you got over here. Is that it? 33.
Black man in America is the only male on earth, including every continent, who is disrespected by the women in his nation. That's true. This situation does not exist anywhere else among
Beg,
the
rewind this.
people
Rewind it. I
inhabiting-
want to hit it again.
Yeah.
She said, so she's reading a caption from her book, right? She says the black man, and go ahead, read it again.
Black man in America is the only male on earth, including every continent, who is disrespected by the women in his nation. That's true. This situation does not exist anyplace else among the billions of people inhabiting our planet, except here in America. That's right. The other black men, the yellow men, the red men, the brown men, and the white men are all honored and respected by their respective nations. All other women recognize and accept that the man is the authority, the ruler, and the leader. Only here in the United States, in the black nation, scattered throughout the United States, is the black man neglected. That's pretty powerful. You see?
You believe that?
Absolutely.
As a black man?
Absolutely.
You believe? What about you? You believe that?
I do.
That black.
And even specifically that she said black men in America.
No, she said, yeah, a black man in other countries don't get treated that way.
Exactly. It's different.
So why do you think that is?
Because y'all hate us. Y'all hate us.
I say I can't wait to get married so I could just curse all. Nah.
No, I don't. Well, actually, she speaks on a lot of this. We'll hear about more of it. But why do you think? What do you think about that clip?
I think.
And did you hear the whole thing before you take? Because a lot of times we take little pieces that we don't like and apply it to the whole thing.
No. Okay, what I feel as though it's a society thing, right? But apart from society, in a relationship, if you're not being responsible and taking care of your business, that's where it comes in. Like, yo, am I carrying him on my back? Am I carrying this whole house on my back? I want a partner. I don't want to try, and that's where the animosity for your partner come in.
Do you not realize what this country does to black men? Because we always talk about what this country does to black women.
I'm aware.
But do you realize that black men are the one that they're trying to keep away from the power system?
I'm aware.
They'll let y'all in because they're not scared of y'all. They're not scared of y'all. Y'all are still women to them, and this country doesn't respect women, period. Historically. They don't give a fuck about y'all. They worried about the men. So they break us down, and they make sure that y'all look at us crazy. We are literally powerless.
I agree.
Literally, when you talk about emasculation, they take it all, and it's worse as fuck when your own woman is the one that's like this, keeping you down. Get the fuck, you piece of shit. You ain't worth nothing. Go ahead, Tron.
I agree 1,000%, and I'm glad that you said it because I didn't want to be the one to say it. Because I, for one, I like accountability. I like to be able to be like, you know what? Us men are fucking up. We could do better. So it sounds like, oh, you're coming up with excuses. Oh, the white man got his foot up my ass. You know what I mean? Whitey always doing something. but it's fucking very true. If you study history in any way, shape, or form, and racism and how it's affected black men in America, globally, but specifically in America, it's definitely a factor. It's definitely a major factor in what we're talking about. Absolutely.
I think that when it comes to, like I said, it's just being responsible. If we're in a household together and the strain is on me, that's gonna bring stress.
Let me ask you.
And that's where the arguments come in, and because you're not being responsible. That's my only thing.
There's poor people all over the world, poor men all over the world that are supposed to be leading their household financially. They don't get disrespected the way that a poor black man that can't lead his household
because
financially
let me tell you
does
something.
In America. What's the difference?
Let me tell you something. Growing up in Jamaica, and you have a poor man in the house, you best believe every morning the man there get up and them go out there to go set, whether it's to sell socks, shoes, tie, panty, brief, but he bringing something back in this household, and you see his hard work. And you know that when he get up every morning before the rooster crow, man gone a road. And man a come back with money in them pockets. And I said, babes, all this.
Let me ask you a
go
question.
buy this.
Was the situation in Jamaica as detrimental historically to his consciousness as to the black American man here in America? Because that did something to us
historically that did something to us. I'm not even sure if it's in our genes now. And I hate fucking excuses. I really don't like excuses. But if that is the culture of what he has been raised to be, that is in his gene to get up and sell the panty, the brief, and bringing the man down the road and whatever you just said, all that shit you just said, right? But it made sense. Then can he be celebrated for what does naturally to him because he hasn't had that, what we had happen to us, right? You got to understand that the energy that comes out of you don't have to hear fear to know it's there. You don't have to experience it to feel it and for it to become part of you. So when you're living with your mom and she's scared of certain shit, that becomes a part of you. When she is apprehensive to certain things, that becomes a part of you. You see other men doing shit because that's the only way you learn. It becomes a part of you. I think black men just been traumatized as fuck in America. And unfortunately, so have the women.
So, Tahoe, let me ask you something. So, how many people before I ask you how many people do you know men who are in these households who are jobless, who they would not sell a panty or a bra?
Yes.
And why wouldn't they sell it? Why wouldn't they get up? All right, then that's my point.
And because they think that it's not cool to do or whatever.
I'm happy you said that because that's what I was about to say. Yeah. So if the girlfriend, the wife, whomever, the kids see him getting up every morning, I'm a father, buy a panty and brassiere and I go sell down a flatbush and come back with money. You think it's going to be the same disrespect in America?
She's still gonna fuck the nigga on the corner with the BBs on
No.
Yeah, she's still gonna
because
cheat.
she's gonna respect that man and say, Tahoe, how many people you know that's
First
with a
of
man
all,
that's
this
not
is
even
an English speaking podcast. All right? Okay.
Tahoe, how many people you know that's with a man that's not doing nothing but they're still faithful?
I know very many, but I also know very many that get busy behind closed doors, and that also respect, like you said, the money. We spoke about this earlier in this podcast. The money actually controls a lot. Women, men, black, we have become slaves to the finances, to affluence, to the fact that there have been books written about the way we are when it comes to a coin and to the look and to flashy things. That's a thing in our community.
No, I know.
So let's not act like if a man is able to woo a woman with finances and a better life, that she's still going to be just no to the dude down the block selling panties. No. She might for a while. She might fight it for a while. But him not can't, she going to be, listen, I'm in a bind, Nate.
So maybe he shouldn't be in a relationship. maybe he shouldn't be in a relationship. You know what? You go work.
Let's be true. So
you're saying broke men shouldn't date?
I'm saying if you don't have the ability to sustain yourself, then you need to focus. You need to focus on finding sustainability.
So you should be celibate.
No, you should not say celibate because pussy sell a road. People buy pussy every day.
For sure.
What I say is, don't sit here and you're not self-sufficient and expect like 100. You have to work on you. You get your 100%. I get my 100%. Then we'll come together and we'll build something good.
So what about women that aren't 100%? Whether it be emotionally, they need therapy, they've been through a lot, and they come to a relationship broken. Should they not be dating? I mean, we can't say who should. That's why I asked the celibate part. So you could fuck on whatever you want, but don't take nobody seriously. Like, there's a lot of people that are in fucked up situations, and they find another fucked up person, and they have a great relationship together. Like, I don't like the narrative, like, broke men shouldn't be even in the dating pool. Like, don't date until you get your shit together.
No,
like,
broke men have
That's
the most
80%
confidence.
of the people
Can I tell you?
There's broken.
They have the most confidence.
I seen a video yesterday of a man trying to carry his woman, I believe, woman across a river or some type of flood. And he couldn't get her across without falling,
Right.
and she almost drowned. She was getting taken down by the flood, right? And some big ass nigga come strolling in, Hercules, whisk her away, panties up, nigga.
Oh.
He had her ass in his hands. You see that? Ass cheeks. Got her around his waist and walked her out of the water.
The worst part about that video was the woman started fighting her man because he couldn't hold her up. So you gonna drown quicker because you fighting me instead of trying to get out. I'm trying to help you get out the water.
Can't help it though.
He's trying though.
Can't help it though. That's what she's saying. Can't help.
And then
So this speaks to this whole situation for me.
Yeah, that was wild.
The fact that he tried, he couldn't do it. So now she's fighting him because he can't do it, and then falls into another man's hands who can.
And now he in like an inch of water. The other nigga got her through the most of the water. And now this nigga just got to go take 3 steps and he's the savior. Like,
Man, she naked within one scoop.
Or she could have just walked
she
across.
for the streets, man.
She's for the streets. Look at her. Look at her. Look at Coco. But you don't think that this is the perfect example of what we're talking about? The man can't do it. He can't. He tried his best to get her across the water. She didn't do it right. Better than she would have did on her own. Got her halfway, but now he faltered. He can't get her all the way across, so now she fights him. You bitch ass, broke ass, nigga, weak, you weakling, to the point where another man can just walk in stronger, more dough, whatever, pick her right up, scoop her away, walk away with her.
When I saw that, I saw brotherhood.
You think she going
I
back?
I saw a man that said, "Let me help my brother and bring his
You
girl
think she
out."
going? So how
they
long do
both
stay
don't
together?
die.
How long do
okay?
they stay together now? Are they together?
I don't know.
Sean.
I ain't see no brotherhood there.
He didn't even think about that nigga.
Right.
The nigga was in the water too. He scooped his girl up, wrapped her legs around his waist,
Ass
put his
out.
hands all on her ass,
thumb in
and
the
walked
butt.
her away. Thumb in the butt. Yes.
You guys are extremists.
It was wild. Though.
Thumb in the butt.
He immediately put her right on his waist and just
Right on his crotch.
And walked away, left the nigga in the water.
nigga holding her hand while she's in this man's arms. Like, okay, we're going this way.
He's protecting black women. That's what we're here for. He's protecting the black woman. She needed assistance.
Was that for you?
It was. But it was perfect.
Wow. This nigga said, "Oh," when he got my cup of water. He's like, "Oh, thank you." This nigga, yo, black man. You see how exactly? See how quickly he just tried to scoop my assistant? They can play the next clip, please. I found that clip very interesting. I can't wait to talk about it. Are we doing the after show today? I think a man has to be at a certain stage within his potential. I've seen a lot. Patreon, you guys, your tickets are up for another week before I release all the tickets to everybody to buy for the live show weekend, for Heart of Soft, So Shameless live show weekend. Your tickets are up for one more week before everything is up for grabs. I'm not leaving your seating. You guys have the front rows. So if you don't buy them, and several people, I think we have 30 tickets, something. So I'm great. I'm happy with that because we're 2 minutes ahead of the show. But if y'all don't buy the tickets, I'm letting everybody else buy them shits because they're gonna pay VIP prices for them. Y'all pay less prices for them. You get your option now, and you got 2 weeks beforehand to buy them shits. If y'all don't buy them, God bless you. Thank you for everything. You will be sitting in general admission. I don't want to hear nothing later, because if a motherfucker paid up for them seats, that's what they paid. Well, I'm gonna tell you, Bake.
And neglected. That's pretty powerful. You say that the black woman would like to be a clone of the white woman.
Many of us, yes. That's unfortunate.
How do you see that?
Well, that's something that was almost accidental, I'd have to say. See, the white woman has been the only mentor that we have had of a female. We've seen her every day of our life on television, every magazine, every newspaper, every commercial. You know, it's just been her face, her body, her image, whatever it has been in front of us. And so today we have the results of that. We have black women who are trying to dye their hair blonde, who are wearing blue and green contacts in their eyes, you know, who wear tons and tons of layers of makeup, who have changed their voice, who have hair weaves so they can have flowing long hair just blowing in the wind, you know, like Brooke Shields or somebody, you know. And so that's been an accident. And as a result of us doing that, we have also adopted the women's liberation movement goals of wanting to be liberated from the man and have some kind of pseudo-equality. When while that may be true of the white woman and her plight with the white man, that's not really the black woman's business because we haven't been under the control of the black man for over 500 years. So what do we have to be liberated from him from?
But is there something wrong with trying to make yourself look better or more
Well,
appealing?
it depends on what standard you're using as being the goal of looking better. Right. It has made us as black women.
I know Dodge gonna be sick. She ain't on this podcast
How old is
today.
this? How old is this video?
Sometimes it's pretty old. You can tell by the way they wearing their hair and shit.
And I don't think black women are trying to be like a white woman.
The things that she said in there were
think
specific to the way you wear your hair, the eyes, the blonde color, the things of that nature. So I don't know.
I think that's ignorant to say. I may wear weave because it's easier to maintain.
You wear Afro wigs? I follow you. I've never seen you in an Afro wig.
I have.
You should go on her Instagram right now. What's your Instagram?
No, I have. And I don't imagine me getting up every morning. I don't like the braids because braids are tight. And then to take them out, my hands is going to hurt. You understand what I'm saying? So this for me is easier to maintain. I just pull up my Meek Mill braids and I go wash my hair and I plop another one on. I'm not trying to be. I don't think black women are trying. Do you see black women?
What?
Black women we're sexy.
Yeah, but I think that y'all are just come in cool.
Let me tell you something. It's when I came to America, growing up in Jamaica till the age of 12 years old.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
Like now, everybody, like I remember 10 years ago, we used to talk bad about dark-skinned women
But you guys did that.
But
that wasn't black women trying. And even when you guys act like that towards us, we weren't sitting here trying to act white.
So she's completely false.
I don't know who she's been around. I can't say that. But for the crowd that I've been around, and I've been in America since I was 12 years old, growing up in Jamaica, my complexion was never an issue, never talked about.
You can't say Jamaica. We talking about
But then I
America.
come to America, I've never heard. I heard kids call each other your black ass.
Yeah, we used to talk bad.
But I
this
don't.
Is why the black women now, the black girls rock movement is so powerful, and y'all supportive of each other now.
But I think that's white people.
And wait, can I talk on this podcast?
Talk on your podcast.
Don't get too excited.
I'm not. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know what I mean? I just want to say one thing.
I don't think it's true, and I'm not gonna sit here and
let me finish this point though, and then you could counter.
Let me finish my point. God damn it.
Okay, Trom.
Yeah, right. Go ahead. You finish your point. You the guest.
I think that's okay. America's built on the traditional paradigm, right? Which is Christian white men taking control and being powerful and creating their worldview of what they want to see on TV. They're the ones in control of that, right? So they put what they want on TV. They push certain stuff, right? In our community, I don't see black women trying to be like white women.
Well,
on TV,
it's confusing to us. It's confusing to me still.
How come?
With the straight hair and
black
y'all
people
don't
have
wear like
straight
4C
hair.
or whatever. I mean, yes, but I feel like the perms and
it's easier to maintain.
Yeah, all right, maybe
it's easier to maintain. I got my hair permed at a young age, right? Because my grandmother couldn't comb it because she want me to be independent and start combing my own hair. Mommy couldn't comb my hair because she have to go work. She got to wake up early. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like now where, and you know, when you put the gel, when I was growing up, putting the gel pick out your hair, you know, and break your hair. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm listening.
So them perming the hair was for us to be able to maintain it and comb it early in the morning. Or you could slick it back and put a headband on it and you go to school.
If black men were to do certain things that seemed not traditionally black, I don't know. What if we started perming out our hairs?
Black men do that. You've never seen. You guys never seen a black man who permed their hair. You've never seen a black man who permed their hair?
They get clown.
Because you look crazy.
That's the point.
But no, we don't look crazy. We don't look crazy.
To who? To who? To who?
Don't do that. You guys are doing this thing that.
No, okay.
What are we
Cat
doing?
Williams perm his hair. Cat Williams perm his hair.
Okay.
How he look?
Cat Williams don't look crazy to you.
He don't look crazy?
I'm asking you. Do Cat Williams look crazy to you ever?
Yeah, but do people say he look like a
just
white
said
man?
yeah.
But do people say he look like a white man?
I don't know.
Exactly. No, they don't.
I think to be fair, both black men and women have gone through the same shit as far as influence on how we were raised. Like we were raised with Eastern European culture and standards of beauty and standards of everything. So we're all under the same influence. And the only part that I feel like what she said was specific to women when she was like, yo, y'all are trying to come up under men when y'all haven't been oppressed by men for 500 years like white women. Like y'all are trying to jump on that bandwagon like the white women are. But this is her words, not mine. You looking at me like I said it. I'm paraphrasing what she said.
Isn't that contradictory?
That point is more specific to women. I think the other point of what she was saying, I think, white culture has influenced all of us.
Is waves
a black thing?
Waves a black thing?
Of course. Yeah. They can't get
Somebody
waves.
was like, oh, y'all get waves.
Yeah,
y'all trying to have your hair wavy.
That's not assimilating to white culture, I don't think.
They try to get waves. You ever seen a Caucasian man that yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They try to get waves. Even
so what do you think about
Spanish
what you just said? As far as y'all thinking like the black man has oppressed you for 500 years. Why you
and it ain't what I said. It's what what's her name? Shahrazad Ali.
Yeah, Sister Shari Zari.
It's society.
Damn, that's so fucked up.
It's society who oppress us, right? But then it goes about respect too. You guys are making it seem like it's because how many times
it's difficult.
A woman walked down
this
the
street. Is difficult.
Yeah, because how many times
we haven't even done the knowledge on this. We're literally. I'm sure that if we really just sat and break it down more, we would have more. But it's
but how many times a woman go down the street and get cursed out for not responding to a man? You understand what I'm saying?
But what does that have to do with anything?
Because you're saying
oppression.
How many times we get cursed out, or we're forced to say hi because we don't want to get cursed out? Mm-hmm. Who still get paid more than black women? Black men in the workforce? No. A black man in a leadership position and a black woman in a leadership position, he gets more.
Okay. I mean, I'm just thinking there's way more black women in leadership positions.
Yeah, but if you have one black man,
but I'm not going to argue that point.
Okay. Don't do that.
I'm not gonna argue that point. I think you win there, just because it's the male female thing. Like the way it's set up.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that. I think it's all about respect. I don't think it's just a one-sided thing.
All right, let's get the last one.
I think we're glancing over duality.
What is that? Speak on that.
Duality? Duality is basically for two things to exist at the same time. You can be influenced by European standards of beauty and also still have love for yourself. You can have both of those things be real for you, but the levels that they're affecting you are different because we're all individuals. So it's kind of the same thing. Like me even having my hair at this length is frowned upon in most situations because everyone wants black men to look clean shaven and so it's a levels thing. It's a duality. They can both exist, but we have to reference both in order to get an accurate description of the whole picture of what's happening to us.
I don't think black women are trying to be like white women, and I don't think I don't know.
Do you think that big? Do you
or
think
it
that,
can
that,
also
that
be
black women are trying to be like white women?
I don't think they had a choice at some point, and then that became accepted.
Or also,
I don't think we necessarily wanted to perm our hair. We knew it was destroying it on certain levels, but we kind of had to in order to get into the rooms to be with these people. Does that make sense?
You're gonna fight that one too?
No, what I was gonna say is sometimes, or environment that we're raised in. Sometimes, we think going into a white neighborhood it has better schools, but your children are being influenced by.
But we didn't think about that back then. Like you
don't
talking
know.
about now? You talking about now?
Anytime.
I feel like that's kind of people like that. They don't want to be influenced by the hood no more. They rather be influenced by the other.
But then your kids are going to be influenced by their white counterpart.
The people who think like that, I don't think that they care.
Okay.
I don't
kids
think
are gonna
they
care when their kids get older and they realize, yo.
No, because I remember my aunt when I wanted to go to a historically black college, my aunt, who was pretty affluent, was like, "Why don't you want to go to a PWI? Why don't you apply to those? You can go to Yale. You can go to you what do you say? Widen your
widen your horizon.
Yeah. There's more to offer if you go to one of those other schools versus what you're doing to yourself if you go to a historically black school. And so she would have been the type, if she had children, I believe, to make sure that her kid went to the school with the white folks and shit like that, because she felt like the widen your horizon.
You know what? I'm going to agree with you on that, because I graduated from Fordham with my master's, right?
Styled on us.
And,
Styled on us, no problem.
No, but my point is, when I go into a room to be interviewed, that's the conversation. That's the. Oh, you went to Fordham. You went to. What made you go to Fordham? That's always the
versus what?
Right. What are you trying to say?
Yeah, is Fordham good or bad?
Yeah. Fordham is a good school, right? It's one of those.
It's a top tier school.
And that's
people actually come here to go to Fordham. Okay, right.
And that's the conversation. And I've noticed that Fordham is always, oh, you went to Fordham.
Right.
But when I was going to Fordham, I didn't go to Fordham because, oh my gosh, it's a white school, it's a top school. I went to Fordham because of the hybrid program that they had, where I was able to go to school online and in person. I was still able to work because school was online. You understand what I'm saying? Or the track that they had, I liked it, you know? But to your point, I agree on that with your aunt,
She would have, She would. A lot of black people would have rather their kids go to the white schools to get the opportunities over there. Yeah. My mother,
and maybe that's why I even got my
Science.
Opportunities, because again, that's the first conversations.
My mother made me go to that school, and I hated that school. I did not want to be there. I went to school maybe 2 months, and was like, all right, I'm going out in the backyard. I'm going to play basketball. This ain't for me. And my mother just did not understand. I did not want to be in that school. It wasn't for me. I wanted to go to a Philip Randolph. All right, Bacon, what's the last one?
Insecure.
Why not take up for us? Why not write something that says we
need everybody to take up for us, and we've always had books about black women. How great and how strong we are, and we are that. I'm just saying that we have used our strength in the wrong direction. We have used it against our men instead of standing up for them. And if we start to support our men and to speak a good word for him publicly, then so many people won't be able to come against him and tear him down. And he won't have to feel so frustrated, and he won't be outside away from us looking for peace of mind with women of other nationalities, because we actually want our own black man. We need him back in our homes, and we want to have one. We're just living in a culture where they're trying to convince us that not only do we not need a man, but there are some other options to having one. And those options mainly are celibacy or lesbianism.
Or toys. That's funny.
Thoughts?
I need my husband to come knock on my door, because I don't go out often. I don't know how he's going to come in my life, but he's going to come knocking on my door.
I'm sure he's going to find you after this episode.
But, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I've seen women stood up for their partner.
I don't think that happens very much nowadays.
I like what she said. Like, the narrative consistently is not that. It's not black women speaking positively about black men. And she wants to change the narrative. And I respect that, and I love it. I think there should be more of that.
I think women are out here celebrating their partners.
I don't think black women on a whole, like, if we're going to apply what you said to Trump, maybe they'll celebrate theirs,
But they don't talk good about black men, period.
Okay, I'll
and
give
it
you that.
has us out
Because I
there.
curse
We're under the hill.
men out on Instagram all the time.
We're under the hill. But like we said, you don't see white women doing that to white men. You don't see Asian women doing that to Asian men. You don't see Turkish women doing that to Turkish men.
But
you
we're
don't
not
see
in that
Japanese
community.
women doing that
We're
to
not in
Japanese
that
men.
community to see that.
Okay.
We're in our community, so we can only
So
see
it's
what.
okay. Does that make it okay?
No, not at all. I'm not
So
saying it's
then
okay.
Don't use some.
But what I'm saying is we can't compare because we're not in their community.
To say.
Do we see what's happening we don't see.
So you think that because we don't see, you think that, like, goddamn.
How many divorce?
You would think that you don't. I would think that I would see white women talking about white men because you definitely see it on every social platform. Black women talking about black men. You definitely see it everywhere.
I think you're being so unfair.
Okay, I can be unfair.
I think you're being unfair, and I say unfair because it goes hand in hand. How many times do you see? I saw a video with a man coming on Instagram talking
Lack
about
of
something.
accountability is crazy.
No, I saw a video on Instagram with a man coming saying, "Oh, black woman, what y'all want to do?" You know, Jewish women wear wigs. You know, Jewish women wear wigs, and their husband would never, ever talk about the wigs that they wear. Black men.
Jewish women have to wear wigs because of their religion.
Okay, but they wear it. But you don't see their husband. What I'm
would
saying
hate
is,
for you.
we
Please
choose
take
to
that
do
back,
no.
because Jewish women are terrorized.
By
Like the
whom?
shit that they
By
gotta
whom?
do.
Their husband?
Yes.
Where you
it's
see that?
horrible. The life that they gotta live.
Where you see their husband talking about their
I
wigs?
I listened to that.
bro. I don't even want to say it because I'm around them a lot.
Okay, don't say it.
But I'm just telling you, that is not nice over there.
It's not okay.
It's not nice over there. So, and we talking about Hasidic, y'all. Like, we're not talking about the average people. We don't hate that culture or y'all culture, but just to talk about it seriously, there's a serious thing going on in certain neighborhoods, and I learned this from y'all, from talking to y'all, from being around y'all. But this is not hate towards y'all. Please don't stand outside my house.
I think we need to be nicer to each other. I think.
Was that accountability?
No.
It sounded
what
like
I'm
it.
saying
She
is.
said no. She said
No. I wasn't finished my
She didn't
sentence.
know what it was. She was
What-
like, no,
what
wait,
I'm
wait.
saying
Hold on,
is-
hold on.
Absolutely
No,
not.
Not at all.
No, what I'm saying is. She defending wigs.
Go ahead.
We just need to be nice. I think people are mean, and I don't like it. Like, and even when I said,
Should I play a video
earlier,
again?
huh?
Should I play the video again?
People are mean, Tahoe.
You have to talk about you.
I'm not mean. What I'm saying is, people come on the social media and they talk about black women, this black woman, like that's so mean. Like, who want to hear that all the time? And then black women go on there and they say their piece about men. You know what I mean? Including myself, because I get frustrated. Like, a man gonna tell me, I was talking to a guy, Tahoe, in Trom and Bacon, a black man, a Jamaican man, and he's gonna say the problem is black women have too much independence. Society made them get that's why they behave the way they do, and that's why men are not respected.
Do you still think men are should be the head of the household?
Of course. I don't want to take.
Do you think you still think that, because she was talking about don't know how to prepare a meal? Do you still think that women should prepare the meal?
So what do you think? Wait,
Because
what are you
what is head of
asking me?
household?
Should I stay home? Because I'll be a stay-at-home.
I didn't ask you that.
wife.
I didn't ask you that. I said, do you think that women should be the ones to prepare for the meal and serve her man and take up his plate and such and such?
In this now era where I go to work
I'm
9 to
asking you
5
right now,
and
today.
he go to work 9 to 5,
So
and
that's
we
a no.
both come home and I'm tired and he's tired, we go in that kitchen together because, babe, I'm tired and I'm tired too, but we got to eat and we got to bring lunch to work tomorrow because we don't
So
buy
that's
food
no.
outside.
You don't cater to your man in that fashion. How do you cater to your man?
I'm single, Tahoe.
How would you? Since you're on, you want him to come knocking. How would you cater to your
Gotta
man
be ready.
today?
Tahoe, why are you doing that?
I could tell you how I would cater to my woman.
Go ahead. How would you?
I mean, I could. I'm not gonna do it because I'm always selling what the fuck I do over here. You listen to the podcast. I want to know if you're talking about man being head of a household. I'm wondering what that looks like to you, and then what it looks like for you to be not the head of the household and be
me not
subservient.
being the head
If that's what it's called, right? If he's the head of the household, then you're subservient to him. How does that look? Like you said, today to now in 2021.
Me working part-time or me working on call.
Oh, so it's money. So it's
I
money.
have more time in the household, Tahoe. So I'm not stressed and I'm not tired. So I work part-time, I work on call, and the other days I can take care of the household. I'm able to cook and wash and do all the extra stuff in the house. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying cooking and washing the clothes. That's why you don't need to go to work more. So you could cook and wash clothes.
So I could take care of the house and I could be a mother and I could help the kids with their homework. If I'm working 24/7, 9 to 5 each day, when are we gonna take care of the kids' homework?
You don't know their homework.
What do you mean? I have a kid. Stop playing with me. I have a kid of my own, and it's hard.
You see the math nowadays?
It's hard. So I would work part-time. I would work on call.
But now, if you did that, right? Say if I told you work part-time, you the one do their homework with them all the time?
I'm doing my homework with my kid
I'm just saying, if he's in the house too, he comes home, he gets to go in the other room while you do the homework with the kid all the time?
The kid, if I'm working part-time, Tahoe, I'm home. The kid comes home by 3 o'clock. Yeah? I have more time to.
So you don't complain about the fact that you got to do the homework with the kid?
No.
That's it?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking.
If there's a question, babe, I didn't understand this question earlier. Come look at this real quick.
Nah, you only work till 12 o'clock. Figure it
out. No, but.
Figure that shit out.
That's my goal, to work part-time or on call. I don't want to work full-time. It's tiring.
Fuck you asking me for? I pay the bills around. Don't ask me shit.
You still got to be present, Tahoe.
I am in the living room.
Yeah, right.
Be present in the other room doing the homework with them.
Right. I think you're just saying
waiting for my sandwich.
Yeah. Where's my sandwich? All right. Where we at? Jesus Christ, time flies.
It does.
I'm glad you were here, Coco.
Thank you for having me.
I don't know if I have any So Shameless letters or something. I know I had something. Oh, somebody asked me something. Let me see. Very quickly before we go. Somebody asked me something. I think I'm supposed to ask it on Hard or Soft. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, that's a Hard or Soft question. All right. Very quickly. Charm, talk to her very quickly while I go into So Shameless.
So I got a question, and this is not an attack on you.
Okay.
But we asked you what your thoughts was about her clip and what she said, and you immediately talked about how it goes both ways. But Tahoe mentioned the word accountability. I feel like that's a difficult word for women sometimes. Mm-hmm. So I want to understand what your perspective is on that, on accountability. Is that fair, what I'm saying?
Maybe it's a pride thing.
Okay.
Like not liking to be wrong.
You don't want to be in the hot seat.
Because I'm wrong and I'm strong and I'm standing on what I'm saying. You know, maybe that's why people don't take accountability. It's many reasons. Maybe it's the embarrassment.
The hot seat don't feel good because there's been plenty of times we've had topics, and Tahoe and I, we have to take accountability for black men and where we fall short. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You just have to, and you got to address it. And this was a clip specifically talking about women and accountability, and one of your immediate responses was, well, it goes both ways. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree. It does go both ways, but you know, at some point you got to sit in the hot seat, take accountability, and just with blinders on, just talk about what she's mentioned as it pertains to women and not tell a story about how a man did that.
Yeah, but I don't know. She just seemed like, I don't know. I'm going to have to Google this lady and see what it is. She had so much negativity to say about black women.
You thought it was negativity?
What good thing did she say about black women? We're trying to be like white women. We oppress our men. It's like she's
not saying anything negative about black women. She's saying what black men could benefit from with a black woman uplifting him and doing these things because that's what's missing. There's a lot of narrative saying the opposite. So she's coming like with something that's needed. And I don't think you, her saying that, yo, black men need to be uplifted. I don't think that's a negative jab towards a black woman.
But why is she felt it? Well, I can't ask you, but you know, just her saying that we trying to be like white woman and we're this, we're that. Damn, is there anything good about us?
Well, see, I didn't take it that way. And like I said,
I took it that way. As a black woman sitting here, I'm taking it that way.
Because you could say the same about black men. We've all been influenced by white culture. We live in it, we breathe in it, it's there. But we're not talking about men in this clip. We're talking about specifically the women. So is it an attack or is it the truth? It seems like an attack when it's women being singled out. It seems like an attack. But the same is true for men. But we ain't talking about men right now. So let's just deal with the accountability on what she's talking about.
That nigga be smoking, bro. This nigga, son.
No.
Yeah.
No, I think it's important to take accountability to have healthy relationships. I get that. It's important to say, yo, I was wrong. You're right. You know, I get that. When you have a healthy relationship, you do that. I don't appreciate her like just coming at us.
Nah, well, we appreciate accountability and saying that you're wrong and shit like that.
Why do you take what she's saying so like?
Because it just seemed like it's just jab at us. Like why white? Well, you're trying to be like white woman. You oppress your men. God damn.
Can you just say, oh yeah, I can do better? I can see that there's some issues that like y'all do it to us all day. This is how we feel all day from everybody. Now, one person says it to me. It's like, oh, I can't believe it.
It's not one person.
It's one person. Just one person.
But
literally,
when you
we
hear
get
this
it from every single week. This is a Bash Black Men show. Like, we literally, me and Trauma sitting here with our hats and our hands all day. Like, yo, I'm sorry. All day. And y'all get one person. It's like, God damn,
I've heard the episodes. I think it's about responsibility, being responsible. I've heard the episodes. It's when Dodge speak and you agree with Dodge.
I'm pussy.
It's about it's about being responsible and
agreeing with her, I'm pussy.
Standing strong and don't do that. You know what? Don't do that. Bacon, you're here. Don't do that.
Bacon. I'm here, but I can definitely understand what you're saying, but I can also understand what they're saying because it seems as though there is some sort of fight against the accountability towards sometimes people can be wrong. It's not just black men. Black women can be wrong as well.
No, I agree. Because we're people and we make mistakes.
And you can't necessarily point at her and say, why doesn't this book have anything about anyone else? She's addressing one specific topic to help this one specific topic. It's like having a book that covers trigonometry and you're like, well, why doesn't this do calculus? I'm talking about trigonometry right now.
No.
How
no? No.
She's looking back intently.
No.
No, they won't do it. They won't do it. They don't care. And it will. And she sat here for very, very throughout the show, and I seen several things come 360. Several things come 360, but when it came back, she's like, no. No. Coco,
Tahoe.
I love your voice. I love your input. It's very hard. See, you're one woman sitting in between two guys. Even just the way the show is set up, right? It's like you're in the middle. You're very new to this atmosphere. You fought today. I'm very proud of you. I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
I don't envy what you had to deal with today. I came in here smoking. You had Mouse, put you on the hot seat immediately. You hate Trump? Why? You know what I'm saying? We made you sit next to him. So even if you did hate him, it's like I got to put on my fake face because I'm right next to you, motherfucker. But I think you did an excellent job. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I think you should be recording more. I think your voice is amazing. I told you that before.
Don't have the time. It's a time.
You're not more busy than me.
I know. You are very busy.
Take the time.
How do you find time?
I have to make it. I have to make it, and I have to stick to those plans. And I got other people, and I believe in this shit, and it's good for me. Like I literally, I need this shit.
You got time to make diss records against me though.
It took 2 seconds. A podcast, it takes like
time.
Drake in the booth, like coming out, like damn.
In patois. Tell people where to find you.
Are they gonna attack me? I don't want them to attack me.
But I think most people will love you, and I think they're gonna say that you got ganged up on by us. So you'll probably get a lot of pity.
Yeah.
Okay, the podcast is
okay.
The podcast is Brown Stew Pod on Instagram, and my handle is Miss Coco Smooth, because look, it's smooth. You see the complexion?
It is very smooth.
Miss Coco Smooth, and MSCOCOSMOOTH, and I'm on Instagram. Most of my page is pretty boring, but the stories, that's where everything is in the stories, because I want to see who's viewing, because people lurk, and they act like they don't lurk. So when you go in my stories, yeah, I see you.
You get to see it. Why do you care?
Why do I care about what? Who's lurking?
Yeah. Why do you care?
Because I'm nosy, and I know I'm nosy, and I don't want people to be nosy towards me.
You're being messy.
I'm nosy.
Yo, don't care so much about certain shit. Like, that shit is so...
I don't. I honestly don't care about a lot of things. But because I don't know, I spend a lot of time on Instagram because my life is boring. And Instagram is there. Like, outside of work, it's Instagram, or I go out a few times. I was in Brooklyn last Wednesday at the Rogers Garden.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was... First of all, parking over here is horrible. Can we talk about that?
I just played I DJ'd at the Rogers Garden on Saturday. That's what
I was there the
spot.
Wednesday.
Okay. Long
Yeah. I don't go out. Well, I think outside got boring to me. But.
All right. I don't care.
I know you don't care, but I felt like saying it, Tahoe.
I want to get the hell out of here. Melly, you know the 2 words we said at the end of the show?
God
that sucks, bro. You're fired. Trom, can you do it one time?
So shameless.
Please, thank you.
Oh, do I say it too?
You can if you want. Nope. I'm going to cut it off, though.
Oh, why? No, wait, don't cut it off. Bacon. Make sure this goes. So shameless. So shameless.